What happened to my drink that was right there? Is this it?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Enterprise, Alabama, and game one of the 2023 season, the second season under head coach Darrell Jernigan, as the Tigers are in town to take on the Enterprise Wildcats, the 7A Wildcats. Just dedicated the field here at Wildcat Stadium to Bill Bacon, the coach that won a couple of state championships back in the 70s and 80s. Nice little ceremony out in midfield. The sun is starting to set a little bit. Fortunately, we're on the shady side of the stadium and an air-conditioned press box, so all is well at this point. We had the Enterprise announcer in here earlier as he brought us the schedule and the starting lineups for them. He was remarking how young they were, but they have a couple of D1 prospects, one committed to the University of Indiana, big running back, Keon Dunlap, 6'1", 205 pounds, and a five-star rated safety. He is only a junior, but Eric Winters, 6'2", 190 pound. He is a strong safety. Also listed as a wide receiver. So they have some height in the skill positions, does Enterprise. A 6'2" receiver as well to go along with Winters at 6'2", and the 6'1" running back. So a big challenge for the Tigers tonight on the road to open the 2023 season. Enterprise has had the better of the series between the Battle of the Cats, the Tigers, and the Wildcats, as you would expect with it being the larger school. But this will only be the sixth meeting in the last 52 years between these two. Enterprise has won the previous five, and close game in Eufaula back in 2012. It was a 35-34 Enterprise victory. Last time the Tigers came to Enterprise, it would have been at the previous location, the previous high school, previous stadium. But the Tigers were on the short end of a lopsided score, 41-3. But tonight, it's a new season. The Tigers breaking in a new starting quarterback of their own, as is Enterprise. Browning Anderson will be the starting quarterback. The senior, the previous couple of years, has been a clutch receiver for the Tigers on the outside, but he will move under center tonight, or at least behind the center, to take the snaps and distribute the ball to this talented Tigers offense. The Tigers, we learned last night from Coach Jernigan, return four
It's just not going in
starting linemen, one new starter on the offensive line, one new starter at center, but the other four are all back. And Tigers have a couple of running backs back as well. Marquia Red Harris is a senior this year, as is Aurelia Slaughter. Jabe Williams will see some time at running back, as well as a new player for the Tigers, a sophomore Jalen Wright, that we've heard some things about. Coach Jernigan talked about him last night on the coaches show. So a lot of excitement. You've got Antron Mitchell, the senior wide receiver. He had a good year last year. Of course, Jaquavius Moss anchors the center of the Eufaula defense at linebacker, the talented senior. And, of course, when you start naming players, you're going to leave someone out. But the Tigers, Tony Coleman, the senior, also really good year last year, looking for big things from Coleman, the senior who plays wide receiver for the Tigers. So we are counting down the kickoff of the 2023 season, and it'll be the Tigers in all white. We're waiting for both teams to come back out of the locker room, but it should be red and white against blue and white tonight. That the Enterprise Wildcats, of course, they look a little bit like Georgia Southern. If you're familiar with Georgia Southern from Statesboro, Georgia, they'll be in white pants, navy jerseys, white numerals with the blue headgear and the numbers on the side. Eufaula, of course, in their all white uniforms. They look a good-looking uniform on the road. We've had a little technical difficulties as we count down to kickoff, but that tends to happen, especially in the first game of the year. So hopefully we're coming through to you loud and clear tonight, and you'll have an opportunity to watch and listen to the game tonight from Enterprise. Of course, the Tigers open up the 2023 season with 2 road games tonight here in Enterprise against the 7A Wildcats, and next week we'll be on the road in Millbrook to take on Stanhope Elmore. It's always typically a good game between Eufaula and Stanhope, but also want to remind everyone, we talked about it last night, the $100 Mid-South Bank kickoff return for touchdown. In order to qualify to potentially win $100, you need to go onto our Facebook page, which is Eufaula Tiger Football Broadcast. If you're listening on YouTube, go to the Facebook broadcast, Eufaula Tiger Football Broadcast, and comment Mid-South Bank under the comments, Mid-South Bank. And if you do that, if the Tigers return either the opening kickoff or the opening kickoff of the second half, it has to be the kickoff to begin one of the 2 halves. If they return the kickoff for a touchdown, then we'll have a drawing of all the people who commented Mid-South Bank. We'll draw one name out to win the $100. So it's just something new this year. Add a little bit of interaction with you guys who are sitting at home listening to us, and a little more excitement to pull for that kickoff return. So that's something new. Once again, go to the Facebook page, Eufaula Tiger Football Broadcast, comment Mid-South Bank, and we appreciate Jerry Gullidge and Mid-South Bank for sponsoring the kickoff return for Doe this year.
Yeah, let's hope somebody wins some money on that.
That'd be a great way if the Tigers if they could return the opening kickoff for a touchdown of the season. I would certainly take that, and I'm sure Mid-South Bank would gladly contribute the $100.
Oh, absolutely. The way we got it set up, I'm sure they'll be glad to do it.
Yeah.
As many times as possible. Don't come down to a coin toss. It could be here right off the bat, so get your name in early. And then if we kick off or if we receive here in 10 minutes, your odds are probably better than it'll be if we receive the second half. But this first year for Jarrell that he's actually had time to breathe a little bit before getting started. I guess last year he had, 5 or 6 weeks to get prepared.
Had to put the staff together. So, yeah, he seemed much more to me. He was rushed a little bit, obviously getting from the senior dinner last night, but to me, he seemed a little more relaxed and really had the answers to everything we asked last night. Not that he didn't last year, but just having an extra year in the job to implement his system, his training program, his off-season program, and but you never know when you're going against each other, especially with only a 2-week fall camp. You never know till you line up against somebody with a different colored jersey on, and certainly there'll be a big test tonight here at Enterprise. But this is a very impressive facility to everyone sitting at home. I guess you can see it. Unlike in the years past when we were radio only, you can see what it looks like. And that's field turf here. You've got the multicolored, the 2-tone green, 5-yard increments. The end zones are colored blue with Wildcats in white trimmed in silver. As we walked in, the home side is impressive. It's got an upper deck. It's got a lower deck that's probably 10 or 12 rows, and then the upper deck is probably 20 rows, and it goes from it looks like 5 yard. It may be end zone to end zone, but from here it looks like maybe 5-yard line to 5-yard line, and then the press box on the other side has 8 to 10 separate windows, double windows. It's nice.
You've done radio for 30 years. You forget they can see that now.
That's right. Well, if he's panning around, so
when he does.
That's
actually,
right.
There's always a few things different down here. The band, actually, Enterprise bands on this side. We'll pause for the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance. The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express, fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Can you call the names?
And we're back in Enterprise, Alabama, Wildcat Stadium. As we're getting close to kickoff, the Tigers captains are just making their way out on the sidelines. Is Browning Anderson, along with Antron Mitchell, Jay Moss, and Tony Coleman. We mentioned those four young men earlier on the first segment, and it's got it's four seniors, good-looking athletes. They're all good size for the Tigers, as we talked about. Jaquavius Moss, 6'1", 215, the middle linebacker. Antron Mitchell checks in about the same height, about 6'1", 6'2". Tony Coleman comes in at 6'2", and Browning Anderson maybe slightly taller. Just looking across from casual observance, he looks like he may be 6'2", 6'3".
Good size, yep.
Yeah.
Number 14, Jason Hines. 4,
So the
we are on the visiting side here. The camera's on the visiting side, so as we view the field, it is from the visitor side. Keep that in mind. We'll see here. If you hadn't got your chance for
right now, we only got
kickoff,
two people. We only got two people entered.
Well, that's good odds if we receive right here in just a minute. All you got to do is go under comments on Facebook and comment Mid-South Bank, and you're in for the drawing. If Eufaula returns the first or second half kickoff, whichever one we get to return, you could win $100. Mid-South Bank. We appreciate them. We appreciate Wingate CPA, new sponsor. Pam Freeman State Farm, new sponsor. And I believe it's somebody else.
Yeah, trying to see. It looks like Eufaula won the toss. They're deferring, so it'll be the second half for we'll have that opportunity for that kickoff return for touchdown. So it will be Eufaula kicking to Enterprise. It'll be Eufaula defense on the field for the first time in 2023. They'll be kicking from right to left as we view the field. And as we said earlier, Eufaula in all white tonight. White pants and shirts, red numerals, red piping around the sleeves, red headgear. The headgear are a little different. The helmets have looks like a tiger. And I don't think it's a paw. It looks like a tiger head, small one, and the EHS above it, kind of like LSU. Honestly, only
it's the red, white, black tiger eye.
Okay, but then the EHS over it, coach looked like LSU is over the LSU helmet, and a couple of stripes down the middle. So helmets look good. The uniforms look good. Enterprise, we said the white pants. Blue piping down the side, blue jerseys, white numerals, blue headgear. So we're getting close. 2023 football season about to be underway. Big crowd, Doug. I don't know if we mentioned the crowd. If Charles pans out, you can see the home crowd over there, but the crowd on this side looks really good. Of course, we have quite a few Enterprise fans, but still a lot of Eufaula Tiger fans making their way in. As we look down there on the walkway, there's probably 20 people coming up right now. So as we have the Enterprise band up to our far right, and we have the Eufaula band to the far left. Eufaula coming to the sidelines as Enterprise, and we're about to get started here.
In all honesty, Keith, a lot of places we've been, as far as an on-campus high school field, this is about as nice as it gets in the state of Alabama.
I agree. This is, I would say, now, UMS Wright was super nice, the brick and all that other stuff. As far as the capacity and everything else, this would have to be the tops.
And they're fixing to, we found out last night, break ground on a 100-yard, full-width, 100-yard indoor practice facility right out back there. I know when you thought when we came in, we're a little bit cramped in this sharing the coach's box. It was going to be a bad spot, but at least you're not looking through this beam.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No, this is nice. The biggest nice thing about it is the air conditioning.
Oh, absolutely. Tonight, yes. It was a lifesaver.
You guys got here earlier, but we
actually there's two receiving teams out on the field right now. I'm not sure what's
up. I've never
up.
seen that before.
Somebody dropped the ball. Actually, you better have your name in because they're sending out their kickoff team.
We deferred. I mean, did you see?
I was not watching. I'm sorry.
Huh? And they're kicking off to us anyway. Does that mean we're gonna? So are there two chances to win?
I tell you what, dude, as crazy as this night's been already, yeah. If they do it here, if they do it start second half, I ain't got no problem.
Folks, I don't know if he had the camera on it or not, but he pointed to Eufaula that we won the toss, and then he declined, like we deferred our option, and then so we assumed if you choose to kick, you kick both halves. I've seen that happen before.
You want to play defense first if that's the case. And they have the short lineup. Eufaula loves to return to the home side. They did it every time last year. Enterprise is lined up from the hash mark to their side. So I don't know, a little confusion right here to start. I'm like you. I've never seen two return teams go out. Then Enterprise sent their kicking team out. So you better have your name in if you want a chance here. You may have a chance at the start of the second half. I don't know. Why not a little bit more confusion? It's been confusion since we got here trying to get everything up, running right. First game, craziness.
So the ball is finally on the tee. We had the whistle. We're about to be underway. There we are. Straight ahead kick. It's going to come down inside the 10. It's going to be bobbled by Coleman back to the 2. Going to bring it up the middle. He's going to be tackled right at the 10-yard line. So not exactly a return for touchdown.
There's about 4 guys that didn't get blocked on that one. Coleman didn't have a chance of getting around all of them.
So the Tigers offense is coming out for the first time this season. I'd already charted Enterprise having the first possession here, so I have to change all that. And to be the 10-yard line, it's going to be a shotgun formation. Flank to the right, it's going to be Red Harris. Coming in motion across to the left. It's number 5. We'll get the names for you momentarily. Going to be a keeper by Browning Anderson. He cuts through a hole off right tackle and gets about 3 yards out to the 13-yard line. That is all. It'll be second down and 7. Number 5 that came across in motion is LeCaviante Pugh. He is also a senior for the Tigers. 17 seniors on the team this year for the Eufaula Tigers. Slot to the right. Motion now by Pugh across to the left. One back, again, is Harris in the backfield with Anderson. Anderson's going to roll to his right. He's going to look to throw. He throws it late, and it goes out of bounds and caught by an Enterprise coach. I'll bring up a third down and 7 here for Eufaula. So third down and 7. Looked like there was 2 guys out in the pattern that time, Doug, but just nobody open to throw the ball to. I guess he threw the ball away because he got pressure late in his face.
Tough 3rd and 7. You don't want to have to punt this deep in your own end of the field.
So now trip receivers to the wide side left. Anderson takes. He's going to look. He's going to pull it down. He's going to pull it down to run, but he does not make the first down.
They literally ripped the helmet off of one of our linemen and no call.
Yeah. So it's a gain of 3 yards out to the 16. A pair of 3-yard gains, and brings up a punting situation, 4th down and 4 for the Eufaula Tigers from their 16. It's the first game. Tigers kind of a pair of 3-yard gains with sandwiched around the incomplete pass. Anderson's back to kick this away. He is rough. The flag comes out, so even if it's a 5-yard penalty, the Tigers are going to have a first down.
That receiver, too, ran forward. That is supposed to be a penalty. You're not supposed to do that because you'll draw a hit, and that's just trying to bait somebody for a hit. That'll give the Tigers a first down back down at the other end, unless they do a 5-yard running.
Well, 5-yard, no, it's still first down.
I thought it was 4th and 6.
It was 4th
it's
and
15.
4.
Yeah, they're marking it off. It's going to come out just past the 30-yard line.
I had already put a 5-yard penalty, so hey.
And too, there, that's something you hold your breath. I guess if you're Enterprise, you say, hey, let's go after one. If it costs us 15, costs 15. That's their starting quarterback,
Right.
You hate to see that, but either the way, 8, man, they just look like they got a lot of folks out there, but they do have 11 on defense.
Going to be a handoff this time. No, Anderson keeps it again. He puts through the line this time. He's going to have a positive gain from the 31-yard line up around the 37. Give him 6 yards, maybe, 38-yard line. So a 7-yard gain that time for Browning Anderson. Still in the shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the wide side left, 1 to the right. Harris is single flank to the left. It'll be Harris. No. Harris, good. He changes direction. He'll have a Tiger first down as he crosses the 40 up to the 45-yard line. And 7 yards for Red Harris. And the Tigers with their second first down of the night. Is there a flag? There is a flag back at the 39-yard line on the far side of the field.
Behind the line of scrimmage, it's you're going to have some of those.
Holding against the Tigers.
And how do they know where the line of scrimmage was? Because the yard marker had already moved, so he just guessed where he went back to. It was just across the 30, and we gained 7 yards on the last.
Yeah, it was at the 38. So he went back to the
It should
correct
be from
place.
the line of scrimmage.
Right.
But you know what they did?
What?
No, they didn't. I'm sorry. Okay.
I haven't marked it off
No,
yet.
they hadn't. He's going to have to mark it off from there. And it's not going to be third down. It'll be second down over again. It'll be second down over again is what it should be. But there again, now see where he's marking it off from? That is a spot foul, not this year. That's supposed to go from the line of scrimmage, not from the spot. They just marked it off from the spot. We went over that in the rules in Montgomery, and that's supposed to be from the line of scrimmage. That's a new rule this year, and they did it from the spot. So we just lost
They marked that
several
holding from the
yards
spot.
right there. Charles, is that not an ideal of what they went over 15 minutes at the state meetings this year?
Anderson pulls it on a keeper, and he crosses the 25 up to the 29. That's a 4-yard gain. So we lost 3 yards on that penalty exchange. So it's 3rd and 11. It would have been 3rd and 8.
How many did you get there?
He got 4. So let's see if that 3 yards that we lost on the incorrect call on the penalty assessment has an effect here. 3rd and 11 should be 3rd and 8. Anderson in shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, looking to throw. He's going to throw it. It's going to be tipped up in the air. It's going to be intercepted.
Get up and make a touch.
Intercepted. It's running down inside the 25. We're going to go out of bounds at the 22-yard line. That hit the receiver in the hands, and unfortunately, it was unable to come up with the reception. The tip drill was in effect, and Enterprise is in good shape.
Yeah, but would have had a first down. Well, if they'd have just marked it off from the right spot, it probably would have been close. So, there again, we knew that coming down here. Takes a little while for Wiregrass officials to catch up on the rules. Yeah, I said it. Send me home. That'll be all right. It'll be 1st and 10 for Enterprise at the 22-yard line.
Does
almost in the red zone right off the bat.
Do they use Tri-Counties or do they use Wiregrass?
I think it used to be Dothan and Enterprise were separate, and I think it's all one association now. If I'm
okay, I didn't know. I've been out of the loop on that kind of stuff for quite a while.
They don't invite me to their meetings.
First, imagine that. Wishbone, double tight end Wishbone. Looks like 1978 out there on the field as they hand it off to the big running back who's committed to Indiana. He'll take it through a big hole off the right side inside the 15. He's going to be close to a first down. Give him 9 yards on that carry as he takes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. First down would come at the 12. So it's Dunlap. Didn't catch the Tiger on the tackle. It'd be him once again at right tackle, cutting back inside. He's going to be hit, but they have his first down. It was Jaquavius Moss who made the tackle at the 9-yard line, a 4-yard gain there, but it'll be an Enterprise first down and 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. 8:41 on the clock here in the first quarter in a scoreless game. Enterprise with a 1st and 10 from the Tiger.
And now they're going to go spread. That's generally what Enterprise likes to run, and that's what Jarrell and Eufaula was expecting. But after this play, we'll mention something.
Hand off to the running back. He's looking to turn the corner to the right. He is dumped inside the 2 down around the 1-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 8. 8 on 1st and goal.
That first series there with the full house backfield, that might have been a little tip of the hat to Coach Bacon from back in the 70s.
Might have been. Handoff in the backfield. Tigers do good penetration. They bring him down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from the 3. That play loses 2 yards. Great penetration on the defensive line, getting into the Enterprise backfield to stop that for a loss.
We got heavy coming in.
7 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. No score. The play clocks are not working here. Actually, it shows 40 on one end and nothing on the other end. So, yeah, they're out of order here in the first game.
They did bring in some bigger size. They've got number 55 lined up as a blocking back. It's going to be a Wildcat with the big running back taking the snap. He's going to take it. He's going to try to run it off the left side. He's going to get into the end zone. They actually ran misdirection there as they tipped their hand to the right. It was going to be unbalanced power to the right. Instead, he took it left, and the good running back showed good vision that time, and he was able to get it in the end zone for an Enterprise touchdown. That comes with 7:17 to go in the first quarter. It was, as we said, Kalen Dunlap, a 6'1", 205-pound running back committed to the University of Indiana, and the Wildcats lead 7-0, or 6-0. I'm sorry, on a 3-yard touchdown run. They're going to run. They run the swinging gate play, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion. So.
8-0 to score, 7:17 to go in the first quarter of play. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
Hey, Tiger fans. Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-68.
Got it.
Here we go. Second kickoff return opportunity of the 2023 season. Coleman drops it, or whoever it is back there dropped it. It's Slaughter. They're going to call a crackback block as Slaughter takes it all the way up
on
to
the sideline,
45-yard line, and that play happened behind. That block happened behind the play. It was completely unnecessary. I did not get the number of the Tiger, but it was
number 20 that's getting the earful as he comes off.
It was a blindside block. And it's going to wipe. The Tigers will have the ball at this 44-yard line here following that. Instead, they're going to be backed up inside the 10-yard line around the 5.
I was watching the official on the Eufaula sideline running down. He was looking right at it. He did not throw a flag. I thought they were not going to call it until I looked back and the head official came out of the end zone and threw the flag. That's, one of those that defenseless players, you're going to see that. So no problem there. Well, it's a problem for our offense, but no problem with the call.
That's right.
Starting deep in their own territory at their 5-yard line. Tigers are backed up again.
Motion. Anderson's going to hand it to the motion back around the end. A gain of 5 yards out to the 10-yard line. That was Tyvarian Turner, a sophomore, coming around the end on the jet sweep. I'm sorry, that's number 16. First game for everyone, Zakai Steele. He's a junior now. We saw him run the same type of play last year. Second down and 5, or second down and 4, actually, from just across the 10-yard line. Anderson takes it, looking to throw. He's going to throw a stop route. It's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Thomas Hill.
Hit him right in the hand.
He looked like he tried to run before, and he was open. It would have been a first down if he just caught the ball, but it's going to be third down. Tigers still looking for their first completion to a man wearing white. So third down, a big play here, Doug. You don't want to punt from your own end zone.
Run the ball.
If Enterprise did, if they do end up kicking off to begin both halves, it may look like a wise decision based on what we've seen thus far. 3 receivers to the left, wide side of the field. No one split right. Tight end to the right side. Shotgun formation for Anderson. He's going to drop back, looking to throw. He's going to throw it late over the middle, and there was a lot of traffic. It was intended for LaCaviante Pugh, the tight end, and no flags. It's going to be 4th down and 4 once again.
Actually, he was awful close to the line of scrimmage there, too. So, if you're right there in that interior, you get bumped around. They're not going to call it. Should be 4th down. I don't know
It's
what we're waiting on.
It's 4th and 4. I mean, we got. I guess we have. Yeah, they do have some changing personnel. But Doug, how different are you going to run the offense if you're out here at the 44-yard line? It's just mistakes thus far by the Tigers, and it's the first game of the year.
Picking up good yardage on 1st down, but we're determined we're going to pass the ball apparently.
Right.
Anderson standing in his own end zone. He kicks it away.
So it's a kind of a shanked punt. It's going to go out of bounds. It just depends on where they spot it. It's going to come down probably inside right around the 30-yard line, I would say. They're going to stop at the 32-yard line. That's where Enterprise had a short field to start off with from the 22-yard line of Eufaula. This time they'll begin at the 32-yard line.
18 seconds away from a heat timeout. We've seen them go ahead and take it in this situation. We're waiting on the head official to he is going to call official's timeout. Go ahead and take a heat timeout. With that, we'll take a timeout too. Be back with more Tigers football after this break.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express, fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now, impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lake
Enterprise, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. You follow that motion back to the left. Shotgun formation. There was movement. There's got to be a flag. They throw the flag. It's a wide receiver screen out to the left. It's a break for the Eufaula because that play picked up 12 yards and was a shoestring tackle away from going for a touchdown, but should be nullified by a 5-yard penalty as the wide receiver moved early. So that's going to be the second penalty on Enterprise. Eufaula has 2 penalties, but Eufaula's penalties were bigger. There was actually what amounted to be a 40-yard penalty on the kickoff return earlier.
Well, he just marked that off from. No, he didn't. He got it right spot. Yeah, I'm still upset that that's all they talked about at the media days this year about it. A hold on offensive line is from the line of scrimmage. That one cost us on that drive. Good
going to be
penetration.
Tackled in the backfield.
Number 9.
Not it's Kavion Lamons. Is that the transfer from Central City, I believe?
I think so.
Yeah.
I missed the runner's number, but he
that was number 4.
Lost
number 4, and I missed
5 yards, 4 yards.
It was a wide receiver, I guess, coming around there, and with the dim light and the small print, can't see the name of the. But it is back at the 44-yard line, so it's actually a loss of 7 on that play. Loss of 7. Quarterback looking to throw for the first time. He's going to throw a flare. It is complete. Down the sidelines, he'll have a first down and more as he's going to take it down around the 20-yard line. But there's a penalty flag laying down at the 24-yard line of Eufaula. There's a flag. That would have been a 23-yard gain as they marked him out of bounds at the 21-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. It was just a simple flare. That was against Enterprise, that penalty against Enterprise.
It looked like he said motion, but I was not. I just caught the tail end.
No, it wouldn't be motion that far down. It would have to be holding or some type of illegal block.
Could have been a late illegal formation, something. We'll catch it when he. Actually, he just did it again, and I didn't get the binoculars up in time. Holding. All right. Well, that's let's see if
that would be from the
they
spot. That would,
yes, because it was on a wide out.
So that is going to be it's going to actually end up being a 13-yard penalty.
And the ball was at the 44, so
yeah,
it's 9-yard gain. And what was that? The running back?
That was a flare to number 4, I believe it was. Yeah. Going to hand it off to the big running back. No, the quarterback keeps it. He's wide open in the middle. He's going to score a touchdown. He was wide open up the middle. No one accounted for the quarterback. Everybody went with number 1, the running back, Dunlap, and the quarterback, number 8, took it all the way for a touchdown. He showed pretty good speed on that play as he took it. Eric Winters took it 35 yards for the Enterprise touchdown. An inauspicious start so far for the Tigers. So Enterprise overcame 2 penalties on that possession to take it for the touchdown. Here's a point after touchdown. They're going to kick it this time. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 15-0 is the score with 4:45 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Yep, not looking good. Looks like we graduated everybody on defense so far as Enterprise is hitting on all cylinders.
Well, they're pretty much doing what they want to. So far tonight, they've been able to run the ball. They threw the ball effectively, and they've run the quarterback. Eufaula did force 2 negative plays so far. They on the goal line, a loss of 2 and loss of 7 on that play earlier. But Enterprise obviously able to overcome those. And nice play, but quarterback it was basically a zone, inside zone, I guess. The big running back Dunlap was going around the end. The quarterback pulled it and was wide open down the middle of the field.
This time we got Slaughter going back, number 0. Him and Coleman's going to be deep. We've had 2 different folks field the kick so far, and they've dropped both of them. And one, because of a penalty, we wound up starting deep in our own territory. The other one, we fumbled it, and they got to us in a hurry. So Enterprise ready to kick off for the 3rd time.
It's a squib kick this time. It's going to be squibbed around. It's going to be picked up, bobbled around at the 4-yard line. He comes up the sideline, made a man miss. It's going to be, believe it or not, the best starting field position of the night for the Tigers up around the 15-yard line.
Enterprise doing a good job also. They line up from the hash mark here in front of us all the way to their side. They don't even have anybody from the hash mark to our sideline. They're corner kicking it down in there. We tried to get it out the first couple of times and run across the field, and they're just down there before we can. So right at the 15-yard line will be the starting position for the Tigers this time.
So Anderson in the backfield has Harris blank to the right. He'll look to throw it. He has a man open. He'll catch it. It's open. It's going to be a first down for Eufaula. A shoestring tackle up at the 35-yard line, but that's going to be a gain of 20 yards. First completion of the night for Eufaula. It is a big play for a first down, coming off the Tiger goal line. 3rd possession of the night so far for Eufaula. Tigers' 3rd first down. Anderson takes it. He's going to hand it off inside. Harris breaks a tackle. He's going to be up near midfield up to the 48-yard line. That's a 13-yard gain for Harris. Back-to-back plays, back-to-back first downs for Eufaula. So this began back at the 15-yard line. The Tigers threatening to go across midfield. Hand off to Harris again. Harris does it off midfield, breaks the tackle in the backfield, gets down to the 47-yard line of Enterprise. That is a 4-yard gain. They actually had gotten to the 49-yard line on the previous play. So it was a 14-yard gain, followed by a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. Anderson keeps it, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Anderson falls forward, though, for a couple of yards down to the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down 4 after the 2-yard gain. 3rd down 4. The Tigers have yet to run 3 straight plays on the ground. May see that here on the 3rd down and 4 because Tigers, the way they've started, this would be the worst starting field position for Enterprise if the Tigers didn't pick up the 4th down. Gonna run, gonna look to throw, gonna throw a pass downfield, has a man there, and incomplete. Incomplete. Intended. Let's see, thrown all the way down near the goal line. There was double coverage. 2 Enterprise players, including including the 5-star defensive back, but 4th and 4 after the incomplete pass. Doug, kind of surprised we didn't run the ball there on 3rd and 4, but Tigers went for it all. So 4th and 4 from the 45-yard line of Enterprise. Trip receivers to the short side right, 1 to the left. Anderson takes it. He's going to look to throw. He gets pressure early. He's rolling. He's going to throw it late down the field. Has a man there. It's caught. It's caught. Oh, my goodness. He was open. LeCaviante Pugh, we saw him come up with some really nice receptions last year. That time he was behind the defense. The ball hung a little bit, and I had 2 guys bearing down on him, but he had time to catch that ball down around the 10-yard line of Enterprise. Instead, it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Enterprise will take over 1st and 10 from their 45. Doug, it's going to be a situation where the defense has got to make some adjustments to stop Enterprise here. The offense showed signs of life on that possession, but if the defense doesn't stop Enterprise, it's not going to matter much.
Yeah, you're right about that. The defense has got to show up here. Had a golden opportunity there, just couldn't connect.
So that was 40 yards on that possession for Eufaula. 6 plays, 40 yards from the 15-yard line. Took a minute 44 seconds off the clock. Tigers jumped into the neutral zone. That's going to cost them. We'll see if they call it on Enterprise or not.
That was not much of a jump, but just enough to get the penalty. Actually, they're going to call on Enterprise. They said they flinched. I didn't see any of you Eufaula guys pointing towards Enterprise, so fortunate there. They'll take it back to the 40-yard line. That's where Enterprise will have it 1st and 10, 1st and 15.
Enterprise has scored on their first 2 positions. They had a short field, 22-yard drive and a 32-yard drive for Enterprise so far.
Deep penetration, but we
missed a tackle in the backfield, but he's still forced out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage for no gain.
They just blindsided one of our guys on the sideline. You could hear the crowd, but no flag. All right, so
it's going to be 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15. We could use a turnover or something here. We gave them one early. It'd be nice to get one back here. Actually, they gave him a yard on that, Keith.
Okay. So 1-yard gain, 2nd down 14, and there was a flinch on the Enterprise line, and Eufaula moved. It should be a 5-yard penalty mark off against Enterprise here. Yep, it's going to cost them 5 more. It was the right guard, I believe, that flinched. You know, we spotted them 2 touchdowns here, Doug, but if the Tigers get the ball back, they showed signs of life on offense on the last possession. They need to stop them here without a 1st down. Handoff to the back, Dunlap, and he picks his way through for about an 8-yard gain, about a 7-yard gain. 3rd and 13 now for Enterprise from their 43-yard line. Eufaula with wholesale changes on defense. Let's see, 2, 4.
Gotta hurry up and get them all.
Yeah, we got 11 on the field. Shotgun formation, looking to throw. They're going to throw the flare pass. Wow. Nobody home for Eufaula. They threw it to the big running back. He's going to take it into Tiger territory for a 1st down. Doug, that's just nothing fancy. That's the quarterback dropping back, looking downfield, but they were coming to this running back on the flare pattern the whole time. And Eufaula just didn't have – they were outflanked out here. There was a blocker in front of the big running back. He turned it upfield for the 1st down. 9 yards. That's a 16-yard gain when they needed 13. Goodness, they convert 1st and 20. Tigers still looking to stop the Enterprise Wildcats. They overcame 2 penalties on that series. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Quick throw out to the wide receiver. Just a quick flat route. There's a flag. A flag came out, looked for a hold against Enterprise downfield on the downfield blocking. But if that play had stood, or if it does stand, it's a 10-yard gain down to the 31-yard line if you follow.
They threw the flag down where he came down. The hold was actually right there in front of the guy in the blue at about the 36. And that would have been a spot foul on that one because it was on a wide out. So still not going to be marked off as far as it should. It's actually going to take it back almost to the line of scrimmage. About a yard.
That completion was to Baldwin, the wide receiver for Enterprise, from the quarterback Axton. So that penalty, actually, it's a 10-yard penalty, but it makes it 1st and 10 all over again. Going to fake it. Bootleg pass. They're going to throw it. Nobody home on the defense. Wide open. The man slipped out in the flats. He's down the far sidelines. He'll take it inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. That's a 29-yard gain on that play. You know, the passing game so far, Doug, has been very simple. Easy passes to complete. Flares out of the backfield. Just stand up, throw it to the wide receiver on the outside. That time it was a bootleg, basically a flood route out to the outside. There was nobody there. Easy throw and catch. And they've just kind of I guess they've tricked the Tigers with a good scheme so far. Going to be a wildcat around the left side, but the Tigers are there to bring him down. Looks like for no gain, maybe a gain of 1. Looks like no gain on that play. No gain on that play brings up 2nd down and 10. It's a big running back, Dunlap. .105, the clock rolling here in the first quarter. Enterprise leads Eufaula by a score of 15-0, but it was a interception on the first possession of Eufaula that gave Enterprise good field position at their 22-yard line. They were able to punch it in, get a 2-point conversion. Then they converted on another short field from the 32-yard line. This Enterprise third possession of the night, 2nd and 10 from the 12 of Eufaula. Good penetration. The quarterback pulled it. He pulled it, and nobody's there for Eufaula. He's around the end zone. He's going to be into the end zone for a 12-yard touchdown run. We had penetration. We were really keying on that running back, and the quarterback scores for the second time tonight. Axton, the first-year starter. He shows pretty good speed, Doug, as he pulled it, and he just outran the Tigers around the right end. And he has a 35-yard touchdown run and now a 12-yard touchdown run to make the score 21-0 with 37 seconds still to go here in the first quarter of play.
Our defensive backs got to get off those blocks. Those guys just, whether it was good blocks, holding, or what, they could not get off of them to make a play on him. And he could have walked in backwards. It was a very easy play for him. Great blocking by Enterprise. Extra point is up. I think it hit the up.
It's no good. No good. So 21-0 is the score in favor of Enterprise. 6-play drive, but they overcame 3 penalties, 20 yards in penalties on that possession. They took it 55 yards after the Tigers turned it over on downs. The Tigers had a good drive going, Doug, but it was back-to-back pass plays after 3rd down and 4. We've yet to see the Tigers run 3 straight plays, but we've seen success on the ground. Enterprise has yet to tackle the Tigers in the backfield.
We're running the ball on the ground pretty well. I mean, can't do it every time, but if we'd have ran it a few times, it would have got there. Is the clock running?
Yeah, it says 37 minutes, I guess. I don't know.
Well, this may be one of those when it gets down inside of a minute, it goes to hundreds.
It may be.
So I don't know. We'll see as they'll kick off for the 4th time tonight to the Tigers. Tigers have different. Number 16's going back this time, back deep, along with Coleman flanked to the left. They're going to kick it over in that corner. They do a very good job of angling it on. It's
caught this time at the 24-yard line by Pugh. He's looking to turn the corner outside. He cuts it upfield, crosses the 40 out to the 45-yard line. This time, no flags on the field, and the Tigers will finally start with good field position at the 47-yard line. 47-yard line to start for the Tigers. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter play. It'll be the 4th possession of the night for Eufaula. And But, Doug, we moved it 40 yards on the last possession. If we can move it with similar success on this possession, the Tigers will get into the red zone as we begin the second quarter. But the whole game has been played down on the right side of the field, and looks like it might be again this quarter. Handoff to Harris. Harris is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So
no gain there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
The quarter will come
11.
to an end. We'll head into the second quarter with the Tigers trailing the Wildcats by a score of 21-0. We'll be back with more Tiger football after this commercial break.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
Second down and 10 for the Tigers from the 47-yard line to Eufaula as we view the field start here in the second quarter. Eufaula going to be moving from left to right as we view it here from the visiting sidelines here at Wildcat Stadium, Bill Bacon Field.
Yeah, I should have had a good giveaway tonight. They could have gave away bacon to everybody when they came in or something.
Shotgun snap. Anderson rolling to his right.
Oh,
he's going to be tackled.
He went through
two blocks. Number 24 brought Anderson down for a big loss back to the 33-yard line. That's a 14-yard loss on the sack play. You know, this is a place to run a draw play, perhaps.
Just determined to throw the ball on.
Yeah.
But I got to now.
Well, I think it'd be unwise. I really think a draw play or something safe, a flare to the back. We haven't done that yet. They've done it with success. We need to throw something.
We did try the little cross, but you know, he got bumped at the line of scrimmage.
That was interior.
Nobody
screen. They threw it to Harris complete on the screen. He broke a tackle. He's doing this all on his own. He stayed on his feet across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. So that's going to pick up 8 yards on that play. I'm sorry, 9-yard gain on that play on the completed pass. But another 3 and out for the Tigers. The Tigers lose.
Harris has to check out after that one because his helmet come off. I don't know if he's on the punt team, but need to make sure they got the right numbers out there. It'll bring up 4th and about 14, 15.
It's 4th and 15. We lost 5 on that possession. But it was two attempted pass. I'm sorry.
That was a quick snap, and nobody blocked the guy. I'm not sure what happened there, but they blew it dead. That was they've been getting penetration from the left side, been real close to blocking it a couple of times. That time the guy just to the right of the center who's going out of the game now probably would have blocked that if it wouldn't have been blown dead.
Doug, you know, I'm sure you're probably watching it more than me, and I know you played there, but it just seems like we're getting beat on both lines of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah. They're manhandling us pretty good. Well, they're doing it in the secondary, too. It's not just the line of scrimmage.
But, I mean, in particular, though, on the line of scrimmage,
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
both ways.
It was a 5-yard penalty against Enterprise. They got a head start on that one. Eufaula shifts out, ready to punt on a 4th and 10.
There's a snap to Anderson. Anderson gets it. A nice punt. Tight spiral that turns over. Takes the Enterprise receiver back inside this 5-yard line. But he has a lot of room. There's a block in the back. No call. But they will stop him at the 14-yard line after about a 12-yard return. But Enterprise, the field has been flipped. And Enterprise is going to start with their by far their worst starting field position of the night.
All right, it'd be a good time for the defense. They got to figure a few things out. They've had time to talk about it. Enterprise has thrown everything in the kitchen sink at them so far. We just haven't been able to stop a lot of it. So we'll see, backed up deep in their territory. It'd be a good place for them to make a mistake. It could lead to the Tigers having some points here. 10:24 to go in the second quarter of play. Tigers trail 21-0 to the Wildcats.
So pistol formation for Enterprise. Quarterback takes it. He's going to look to throw right over the middle. The tight end sat down right over the middle. He's going to pick up, looks like 9 yards to the 22. But once again, Doug, a pretty simple route. Just kind of a quarterback, just a tight end. He ran down the middle, kind of curled around, and just sat in the soft spot right behind the line of scrimmage. It was just an easy throw and catch from the quarterback. So it's a 9-yard gain on first down, brings up second down and short for Enterprise. Axton, the junior quarterback, a first-year starter for Enterprise. Motion, they're going to hand it to the back this time. He's going to hit the line of scrimmage. He's stacked up, but he'll have enough for his first down as he got out to the 15-yard line. He only needed 1. He got 2, and it'll be an Enterprise first down.
It was a good block that time by one of Enterprise linemen. I'm sure you saw on the screen. It was almost one of those blindside movie blocks. We got to get tougher up front.
Quarterback, play action pass, rolling outside. He has hurt us on the ground, but this time we got him. Lacaviante Pugh. No, I'm sorry. That's Jay Moss, Jaquavius Moss, who brought him down for a loss back at the 15-yard line. That's a loss. It's a loss of 9 yards, just second down and 9. That was a big loss as he tried to belly outside. That play snapped from the 24. He lost all the way back to the 15-yard line.
That's one positive point. Our defensive ends have got penetration tonight.
Quarterback Axton is going to throw a
good
screen and
just didn't wrap up.
Yeah,
but still got him.
Yeah, got him at the line of scrimmage, and that was so close to either being broken up or possibly even intercepted. That play actually lost a yard. That was a completion for a loss of a yard on that play. So it brings up second down and long. That's John Wayne. Is there a penalty?
Roughing.
Oh, my goodness.
That defenseless player we talked about would come to bite us on the road. Just did.
Oh, my goodness.
Just break out the flags if that's what we're going to do, folks. Come on.
That would have brought up third down. That was going to bring up third down and 20 yards to go. Instead, it's 1st and 10 Enterprise from the 31-yard line. Goodness gracious. Mark that one down. They throw it over the middle. It's going to be complete. Trailing the wide receiver was the Tiger. He was there to make the tackle, but not before it was a completion of 20 yards into Tiger territory down to the 49-yard line. Another Enterprise first down. So 1st and 10 Enterprise from the 49-yard line of Eufaula.
We're only rushing 3 men, Keith. That may be why we're not getting no more, but we should be better coverage, only rushing 3.
They're going to hit the running back in the backfield. He'll fight forward for a couple of yards. He got a 1-yard gain down the 48-yard line. So second down and 9 now for Enterprise from the 48. 8:20 to go here in the second quarter of play. Enterprise leads this one by a score of 21-0. As Enterprise scored their first 3 possessions of the night. Unfortunately, this is only the 4th possession of the night. The first two started deep in Tiger territory from the 22-yard line after an interception and the 32-yard line at Eufaula. This Enterprise possession started back at their 15-yard line. And hand it off to the running back. He's looking for running room. New running back into the game, number 3. He has a little more quickness than the big back.
Actually, that's the one that he is playing with a torn MCL. I don't know. The one he's got a brace on, supposedly.
That was a gain of 4 yards on that play. So it should be 3rd down 5. 3rd and 5 for Enterprise from the 43-yard line of Eufaula. Big play. You figure if they run it and they don't get it, as long as it was a loss, Enterprise would go for it here. Eufaula Tigers have not been able to stop them thus far. They're going to hand it off to the back who's looking to go around the right side. They pin us inside. They seal us. He gets his first down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 8 yards on 3rd and 4. They pick up 8, and they convert the first down.
Hasn't been a good half of the Tigers. I don't think we've stopped anything they've tried to do. 6:57 to go in the second quarter, already trailing 21-0.
Looking to throw is Axon. He's going to pull it down the run. He finds running room up the middle. He's going to be tackled at the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 8 yards. It's an 8-yard gain. Tackle that time by Ben Jackson for the Tigers. But that's an 8.
Did they call
heat timeout? Probably.
It's still 6:31 to go. That's a convenient heat timeout then. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this break.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-703.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Second down and about 3 yards to go.
Sideline warning. That was something you don't see coming out of a timeout that quick. Surprising there. No harm, no foul, though. It's just a warning. That's actually against Enterprise. 6:31 to go in the second quarter. Big play here for Enterprise.
Second down, a short 3. Play action pass, throwing it deep. Good coverage that time, running stride for stride. Tigers covering the wide receiver. It was just a go route on the outside. It'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down and a short 3, long 2.
I may have missed one out of a dozen things going on over here, but I think that's his first incompletion.
You would be correct.
3rd and 2.
Pistol formation for Enterprise. They bring motion back across the formation to the left. They hand it off to the deep man. He is hit. He's going to be stacked up. He'll come up just short of his first down. His first down would come at the 24-yard line. He's going to be at the 25. So it's going to be a gain of 1. It'll be 4th down and 1. The first 4th down situation of the night for Enterprise. They had 3rd and goal earlier, and they were able to successfully score from the 3-yard line. This time we'll see what they do on 4th and 1.
With a heat timeout, let's take a timeout too, and we'll be back with more Eufaula High School football after this timeout.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Not too bad. We are back as we're about to get ready for the fourth down play, 4th and 1 from the Tiger, just inside the 25-yard line of Eufaula. 6 minutes to go here in the first half of play. 21-0 Enterprise leads. They've gone to the Wildcat in the situation previously, Doug. It looks like they'll do it again.
Watch number 70 on the line. He has moved early several times with no flag. He's lined up at right tackle.
They'll snap it to the big back, Dunlap. He's going to easily get around the end as they seal it. He may have a touchdown. He'll take it inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. So 17-yard gain. 17-yard gain on 4th and 1.
It's just whatever they dial up, they've been able to do pretty successful so far. So it'll be 1st and goal now for the Wildcats. 5:44 clock stop where he went out of bounds. Same play again.
Around the right end. This time the Tigers are there, and they stop him for a 2-yard gain. They're going to tell you, it was a lopsided game down here 10 years ago. And, it's tough when you play up 2 classifications, but if this game continues like this, I vote we don't play Enterprise.
It's just a 1-year deal. I just hope the money was worth it. That's all I'm going to say, as long as we stay healthy. Of course, we'd bite off a pretty good one next week, too. So
that's right, up at Stanhope. But, Carroll went down to Dothan last night and took one on the chin, 59-14 to the Wolves. Going to hand it off in the backfield. Tigers got some penetration that time, and they're going to bring him down for a loss back outside the 5-yard. It's going to be right outside the 5-yard line, but it's a loss of a yard on that play. It is the believe it or not, that's the 4th negative play the Tigers have forced. 4th tackle for loss tonight.
Brings up 3rd and goal from about the 6-yard line.
They are going from a pistol formation this time instead of the Wildcat. Going to bootleg. They did through a flag. They moved early and
had 4 receivers in the end zone and 1 just short of the end zone. I don't think we had them all covered, so that was a good flag for the Tigers. Good opportune time there.
So that penalty is going to cost them 5, so it'll be 3rd and goal now from –
should be 11.
From the 11.
All right, let's hope we saw that last play and cover a few more folks because, like I said, we were fortunate. They had several open receivers in the end zone.
So here we go. Axton, the quarterback, he has the big running back flanked to his right this time, Dunlap. He'll take the snap, straight drop back, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down. He's going to throw it late into the end zone. There's the man, White, the tight end, open for the touchdown. 11 yards for the touchdown. And with 3:46 to go here in the first half, it's 27-0.
Enterprise going to shift over and attempt a standard extra point.
85 yards on that drive, aided by the roughing the passer that kept it going on 3rd and 20. Kick, point after touchdown is up. It's good. And 28-0 is a score with 3:46 to go here in the first half of play. That was a 6-minute, 48-second drive that went 85 yards.
Well, let's see here as Enterprise will come out and attempt another kickoff now that it's going the other direction. If they'll try to pin Eufaula deep to the left or if they'll keep it on their side of the field. We'll see the way they line up. It looks like they're going to line up and kick it in front of the Eufaula bench deep left. Eufaula likes to return it in front of their bench, which they've attempted to do every time now for a year and one game. I don't think we've tried to return it the other way yet. Maybe the last one, but it was right on the sideline. Here's the kick.
And it's going to go straight down to be fielded at the 17-yard lines. Middle return, but breaking to the outside. Number 16 for Eufaula. He hits the sideline, crosses the 30. A nice return that time as he takes it up to the 32-yard line. That's going to be Steele, Zakai Steele on the return. But that was a 15-play, 86-yard drive. Took 6 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock. And, Doug, if we figure up the time of possession at halftime, it is lopsided in favor of Enterprise because the Eufaula Tigers, with the incomplete passes, have not kept possess the ball for very long. I think a minute and 44 was the longest possession so far. Okay, motion. They're going to hand it to Slaughter, really a Slaughter around the left end. Slaughter lowers his head, takes it up for a couple of yards to the 34. Fifth possession of the night for Eufaula. It'll be second down and 8 here. Shotgun formation once again for Anderson. Takes a snap, looking to throw. He's going to pump fake now. He pulls it down. He's got a lot of pressure. He throws it late, intended for Tron Mitchell. And Brant Anderson took a big shot on that play. We've seen him get up from really some hard licks, having played wide receiver the last couple of years, but he took a big shot as he threw that late.
Well, Keith, we've thrown the ball just about as many times as we've run it. We've got 40-something, 50 yards-ish on the ground running. We've got 9 yards passing. So I don't know why we keep trying to do it, but you got to keep them off balance. But you got to go with what works at this point.
I think there's been 2 completions so far. They're going to hand it off inside to Harris. Harris hits the line hard, but he's only going to pick up about 2 yards, maybe 3 to the 38-yard line. Doug, I tell you, Enterprise is showing a lot of balance throwing and passing. Quarterback's already got 2 rushing touchdowns and one through the air. They've got, I think they used a timeout here, stopped the clock with 2:43 to go on 4th down for Eufaula after the 3-yard gain. It's 4th and 5. Doug, this is one of those situations where at halftime, what do you say? They started the clock back, so I don't know why they stopped it. The clock is back in motion with 2:30. Anderson stands back at his 23-yard line to punt this away. It's a good punt again. It's end over end. It's going to be a fair catch at the 28-yard line for Enterprise. They'll be 72 yards away with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first half.
A lot of time for Enterprise. They've scored on every possession. We'll see what they do here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It shows that they have 3 timeouts on the board. It shows that we took one. I don't remember we were discussing earlier. I don't think we took one. I thought they took one before the Heat timeout. I think they just took it off our side instead of their side. They should have 2 timeouts, but, that's how things get mixed up a lot of times. So we'll see if they need them and if they use them.
I'm going to tell you what, for the most part, though, Doug, as far as officiating is concerned, you couldn't have, of course, it's been kind of lopsided on the scoreboard, but it's been about as good as you could have hoped for so far.
With the exception of that first drive, it killed, or second drive, I guess.
Yeah.
That was a big one against us. But, yeah, it's pretty easy when they can do pretty much what they want to against you.
Right. The quarterback keeps this time. He's going to be tackled in the backfield.
Oh, and it's going to be a flag because it's flag football nowadays, folks. You can't get rough. My goodness gracious. Great play. They're going to.
That was number 9, Lemons for the Tigers. It was going to be a loss of about 7 yards back to the 21-yard line, but he picked him up and calf roped him down, and they're going to throw a flag for 15 yards.
Well, when you're coming in and you kind of grab somebody from behind and your momentum takes you swinging out, there's a difference in slinging somebody down because your momentum and slinging somebody down to bulldog them. That was one of those momentum, in my opinion, type tackles. You know, we've seen them where they bulldog you and drop you on your head, and that really wasn't the case there.
2 minutes exactly on the clock. That's a shame, though. That turns a positive play for the Tiger defense. It would have been the biggest loss, or second biggest loss of the night for Enterprise. They're going to throw the flare pass. There's a man there. Perfect pass. He's going to go for a touchdown. Nobody there for Eufaula. All the way, 57 yards, 34-0 with 148 to go in the first half.
Pass complete to Amari Griffin for an Enterprise touchdown.
Not a whole lot to say, folks. I mean, it's dead air, it's quiet, but just not a whole lot to say if you're wearing red and white. It's been not a whole lot of positives. There's been one or two here or there. We forced 5 negative plays. That last one was nullified because of the unnecessary roughness. But we turn around. That was a one-play drive. That loss ended up being a penalty, so then they come back. They threw just a simple wheel route down the sidelines, and nobody went with the receiver.
32 seconds. Let's take a quick timeout, take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more after this quick timeout.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
We're back in Enterprise as the Tigers drop back to return their 6th kickoff of the first half. Kickoff
The
return.
only good thing I can say about this first half so far, Keith, is in the Brown Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth, the air condition feels good.
Oh, it does.
We'll see. They've hit some line shots on kickoffs. They've kicked it high and deep.
Well, one good thing we've kind of gotten better at so far is the kickoff returns as we've gone around. So this one's at the 5-yard line. Steele's going to kick. He made a nice move. He made a man miss. He crossed the 20 out to the 23-yard line. Now, if you tuned in late, the Tigers started from their 10-yard line on the opening kickoff. The next possession, they returned to the 44, but there was a penalty behind the play, and they got backed up all the way to the 5-yard line. But we've gradually gained some field position. Last time we started at the 33-yard line after the good kickoff return. This time it's going to be the 24-yard line.
Steele's got some moves. I'm going to tell you.
He's
That
got
may be $100 given away to
He's got
somebody.
some shake and bake, that's for sure. 6th possession of the night for Eufaula. Going to throw the go route. Tron Mitchell's out there. He's going to catch it. Nice play down to the 35-yard line of that's going to be a 41-yard pass play from Anderson to Tron Mitchell. Best play of the night for Eufaula so far. That stops the clock with 1:33 to go here in the second quarter.
We had one completion for 9 yards up to that point. So
Clock is stopped on the out-of-bounds play. They're going to throw a dump pass, but Mitchell, once again, Mitchell over the middle. He takes it down to the 22-yard line. So count that off at a 13 yards. So back-to-back completions, back-to-back first downs here at the end of the half. 1:25, the clock is stopped to move the chains. Back in motion already. Tigers have 4 wide receivers in the game. They'll hand it off to Harris. Harris trying to sweep the left side. Enterprise was there that time after a 1-yard gain. 1:11, 1:10 to go. It was a 1-yard gain on that last play. Clocks continue to run, Doug, with 1:03
says we have 2 timeouts, but like Keith, I think they just got that wrong. They took one. It shows they have 3. I don't remember us taking one.
A lot of time going off clock, 52 seconds. Shotgun formation. Going to throw the fade route. Mitchell's out there. Yeah, they're going to throw the flag. That's going to be pass interference.
Browning took a big shot, too, when he let that one go. He kind of short-armed it.
41.9, right at 42 seconds to go. That should be pass interference on Enterprise here. It should be first down. It should be half the distance to the goal here. It is pass interference on Enterprise. It should be 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. We'll see what they do here. It should be an 11-yard penalty. Tigers trail. Believe it or not, folks, 35-0. Last time Eufaula came down here, it was 10 years ago, 41-3. They came up short to Enterprise. It actually will go all the way down to the 10-yard line. So 42 seconds, 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and goal. Yeah, single coverage on Tron Mitchell over here. They're going to run the fade again.
Wow.
Mitchell's there. It's going to be no flag this time. They allowed a lot of hand fighting down there. It looked like Mitchell was going to come up with it, but he was unable to.
They just stormed Browning. He got hit from both sides. They helped him to his feet. He got popped pretty good there. Somebody's got to slow him down a little bit up front. They're only rushing 3 men, but I think that time they brought some linebackers. It'll be 2nd down now. They show 1st down on the sideline marker, but it'll be 2nd. Well, it still says 1st. They're marking off a penalty there, Keith.
Did not see.
Well, they went half the distance.
Well, half the distance. It may have been roughing the passer. I really didn't.
Yeah, they popped him pretty good.
So 35 seconds, actually, 2 timeouts remaining.
He came to the sideline. We're taking a timeout.
So with a timeout on field, you want to get this play right. The clock is stopped here, but I guess you don't want it. It is 1st and goal. Yeah, 1st and goal from the 5.
And they're showing us with 1 timeout, but like I said, they took a timeout earlier, and it's still showing 3 on them. I think that is actually. I think we should have 2 left, but there again, once they put it up on the board, if you're down on the field, officials, you forget about it sometimes, and it just works out that way. But they took a timeout with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go right before they scored. Because they had a heat time. We thought it was going to be a heat timeout. And then right after that, there was a heat timeout with 6 minutes. So, and it still shows them with 3 timeouts. Let's hope they don't come back home. We'll see. Board shows 1. We should have 2. But it's 1st and goal from, I guess that's right at the 5, maybe just outside the 5. Looks like the ball is almost touching the 5, just outside the 5-yard line. We could get the correct lane. We're in a tight formation. Watch a little misdirection.
This is the old G line. That's right. Going to hand it to Moss.
The whistle blew as he was going to go in for the score. Did they call a timeout? I think they called a timeout, not ready for the G line.
Man.
They did. So it's saved a touchdown there, getting the timeout at the last second. Now they take the timeout off the board for them, show them with 2.
We'd have to find out whether or not.
Uh, 27 seconds on the clock, even. So Eufaula just came out there and the G line was going to run a tall sweep. Do you stay with that now? Enterprise saw what you was going to do.
I think
come back, spread it back.
You got to change up. They're adjusting to that heavy set right now.
When they're blitzing with their linebackers, only rushing 3. If you go back out in a spread, Browning's pretty slick going up through there. If you tell your line to split them, push them to the outside, try to make a gap up the middle, I think he could walk into the end zone.
It's only the 5-yard line. This is in the grand scheme of things, you want to put points on the board.
1 wide out to the right, 2 to the left. And they're going to take another timeout back to back.
Well, they've got them. Might as well use
that
them.
should be their last one, but the board's going to show 1 more. like we said, they took one at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and now 2 back to back.
Yeah. So
looks like
Moss
Coleman's
is
got his
coming back
helmet.
in.
Yeah, Moss is back in. Coleman's coming in. Or at least they're huddled up on the sideline with everybody else. It may be distraction. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
$35 seconds left on the clock. We lost 2 seconds on that timeout.
Man. Really not surprising. I tell you what, you're going to have to get us a little light. I got one that's battery powered at the house. I'm going to have to bring.
We just cut those red lights on.
We have to turn that over. Yeah, well, I guess I don't know if it would affect the camera or not. Since it's
got the one to open. Oh, we don't get a penalty there.
Yeah.
It just threw. Why didn't it take your time out? Well, first off, now see that's going to be huge. There's a 5-yard penalty because we sent too many folks out there. It's like breaking the huddle with too many. If we had our 2 timeouts that we're supposed to have, we could have took one there, still had one in our pocket.
Might should have anyway.
Well, then you got to throw the ball. We just heard coaches up here saying they didn't want him to throw the ball because he's getting killed. Now you almost have to. I did just the little mistakes, whether it's our staff not catching timeouts and penalties. I
mean,
that can come back to haunt you.
That's huge. Gonna throw the fade. Mitchell's out there.
They're leaning on the ball.
Yeah, they call the penalty, so that's going to get us a 5 yards right back. So it only took 7 seconds off the clock. It's 28 seconds left. We still have the 1 timeout, Doug. So we're right back where we were.
Just a few seconds left, but still, I mean, they're looking for a pass because you only got 1 timeout. I guess it still leaves several things open, but if you had 2, you definitely want to throw a run out there. I almost say.
They're going to run the ball here.
You got to run the ball because they're not going to keep throwing the flag with him leaning on him. Number 4 is, it's just a good tight coverage, but he's leaning a little extra, and it's been called. So the Tigers on the left hash mark.
They let one go. It's 4-on-4 out here. They're gonna run the ball this time to Harris up the middle, and he's going to get about a yard, and that's no gain to the 5-yard line. Final timeout going to be used by Eufaula with 19.4 seconds to go. It'll just be second down and goal. So the Tigers with second and goal, they've got 3 pass. If they have time for it, they have 3 pass plays with 19 seconds to go here from the 5-yard line.
Well, there again, we should have a timeout left also, but that's kind of water under the bridge at this point because something we should have asked for a long time ago when it happened. 19.4 seconds left on the clock. It'll be second and goal from the 5. Would be nice to get some points on the board, give you a little momentum, something to work with at halftime.
That's right.
A long time since Tigers been shut out also.
It's a great opportunity the Tigers took over at their 24-yard line with 1:40 seconds to go in the first half, and they've moved it all the way down to the first and goal at the 5. Second down, 4 wide receivers motion back to the right. Anderson's going to roll. He's going to throw it, and I don't know what happened. We had I
don't know how you could that many folks out there offensively and defensively, and it went to nobody.
Yeah, the it's kind of blurry on that for whatever reasons. We lost the camera quality on that play, so you couldn't really see. But Mitchell kind of released down around the goal line and sat down, and the pass went right in that general vicinity. But I don't know what happened. Anderson is rolling out. He's going to throw a pass now. It's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Receiver for Eufaula fell down, and it's going to be intercepted in the end zone with 4 seconds to go.
And he's celebrating over Browning as he took him down. That should have been a penalty also, but They're going to say he got out to the half-yard line. Keith, he didn't get out of that end zone. Maybe you can see it on a replay or something. But
Boy,
Coach Jernigan's out to the hash mark discussing something with the head official. I guess probably the hit on Browning and the taunting right over the top of him afterwards. But nevertheless, the Wildcats stopped the drive with 4.3 seconds left. You look for him to come out and probably take a knee here.
Well, it was 71 yards. The Tigers moved the ball that time on that possession. So Tiger offense showing a little more signs of life. They had a couple of decent drives in the first half, but just really at this point, Doug, the Tigers offense has not put any points on the board, but they just haven't been able to.
They can't take it.
They haven't been able to stop Enterprise.
Ball at the half-yard line. He's going to have to take
Quarterback
snaps, go
sneak.
forward.
He does. He gets out to the 3, and that'll end the first half. Mercifully, this first half is over. 35-0 is the score in favor of Enterprise. We'll take a timeout and be back with some halftime stats and comments. You'll listen to Eufaula Tiger football. We're back in a moment.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Yay.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now, Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful. Does your IT infrastructure or computer equipment have you sidelined? Don't throw in the towel yet. Call Chris Wirtz at Wirtz Consulting at 334-695-2820.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Hey, we're back in Enterprise where it's halftime between the Tigers and the Wildcats, and definitely not the mild cats tonight. I have some quite a few friends down the Enterprise area, and they used to call them the mild cats. They went through some rough times a few years ago. Of course, they're competing in a tough region in Class 7A, just kind of go over Enterprise's region number 2. They have Auburn, Central Phoenix City, Dothan High, Jag, which is formerly known as Jeff Davis, and I won't even begin to try to say what that name is. It's named for 3 different people, but it's called Jag, formerly Jeff Davis. Opelika, Percy Julian, formerly known as Robert E. Lee, Prattville, and Smith Station. That is the region the Enterprise plays within this year. So very tough region, but Enterprise leads in this game by a score of 35-0. And last night, of course, we mentioned Carroll went down to Dothan and took on the Wolves and came up short 59-14. But if you look at the first half stats, and of course, these are very unofficial stats, but you follow with 6 possessions in the first half. They actually amassed 6 first downs. They had 3 possessions. They picked up 2 first downs, 3 possessions. They went 3 and out. And Tigers overall ran 27 plays for 146 yards, 10 minutes and 35 seconds in time possession. As we said, 6 first downs. Tigers with 5 penalties, but 4 of them were huge penalties. They had a 13-yard penalty, which should have been a 10-yard holding, but they had a 13-yard penalty, 2 15-yard penalties, a 5-yard penalty, and they had a holding penalty on a kickoff return. I think it was a blindside block, actually. That would have been a 15-yard penalty, but it ended up being half the distance of the goal line, but it ended up costing the Tigers 40 yards. It was a nice return out to the 44-yard line. Tigers ended up starting back inside their 5-yard line, so 40 yards difference in yardage on that penalty, but only 5 penalties against the Tigers. If you look at Enterprise, they had 5 possessions in the first half. They got into the end zone on all 5 possessions. They had 30 plays in all, 13 minutes and 25 seconds in time possession, but 252 yards of offense. 252 for Enterprise, 146 for Eufaula. 8 first downs for Enterprise. If you look at those stats, yeah, they had 106 yards more offense, 3 more minutes of time possession, 2 more first downs, but that ended up being 35 points difference on the scoreboard. No turnovers in the first half for Enterprise, no punts. Eufaula had 2 possessions end with turnovers, 2 interceptions for Eufaula, so they're -2 in the turnover department here through the first 24 minutes of action. To summarize the game, Eufaula received the opening kickoff, and Doug, it'll be interesting to see if they kick off to Eufaula to start the second half. The way we saw it, we were watching the coin toss to begin the game, and they pointed to Eufaula that they won the toss and had deferred their option in the second half. So we assumed, based on that Enterprise would receive the opening kickoff. Instead, both kickoff return teams went out onto the field. They ended up pulling Enterprise's kickoff return team off, and their kickoff team went on. They kicked to Eufaula. Eufaula started their 10-yard line And Tigers did pick up a couple of first downs before a penalty nullified another first down play. Tigers unable to overcome that penalty. They ended up throwing an interception on long yardage, and Enterprise was set up at the 22-yard line of Eufaula. That with 9 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. So right at the beginning of the game, Enterprise took the turnover and took advantage of it as they scored on a 3-yard touchdown run by Dunlap. They went for 2 on the swinging gate play. Tigers did not adjust properly to the. They were outnumbered at the point of attack, and it was 8-0 with 7:17 to go in the first quarter after the 5-play, 22-yard Enterprise drive. From there, Eufaula got the ball back at their own 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, 3 plays, 6 yards. Minute 7 off the clock, and they punted back to Enterprise. Enterprise, after a nice return, took it down to the Eufaula 32-yard line. From there, it only took 3 plays for them to move those 32 yards. It was a touchdown run by the quarterback. If they faked it to the running back, Eufaula sold out to stop the senior running back, and he took it all the way untouched for the touchdown. From there, Eufaula took over after a nice kickoff return. Actually, I'm sorry. They took over their own 15-yard line on the ensuing possession. 6 plays, they moved it 40 yards out to the 45-yard line of Enterprise. But the Tigers, a couple of incomplete passes, turned it over on downs from the 45-yard line of Enterprise. Enterprise started taking over for their 3rd possession of the night. For the first time in the game, they started in their own territory, but it took them only 6 plays to move 55 yards, 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go, and it was a 12-yard touchdown run, the second of the night, and y'all's commentary is going out. It's been recorded. So anyway, the second touchdown run of the first half for the junior quarterback Axton, and 21-0 was the score in favor of Enterprise. Eufaula another 3 and out. 3 plays netted a negative 5 yards, and they punted the ball back to Enterprise. From there, Enterprise took over with their worst starting field position of the night, their own 14-yard line, but they moved it methodically down the field. 15 plays, 86 yards, 5 first downs on that drive alone, 6 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock, and on 3rd and goal, it was an 11-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback Axton to the tight end for the point after touchdown good, and with 3:46 to go in the first half, it was 28-0 Enterprise. So we hoped at that point Eufaula might could get something going offensively, taking over with 3:46 to go in the first half. Instead, it was another 3 and out for the Tigers. It was, as we said, there were 3 and outs in the first half for Eufaula. This possession took over at the 3:46 mark of the first half. They punted with 2:20 to go. Enterprise took over at their own 28-yard line, but on first down, it was a roughing penalty on the tackle on the quarterback. It would have been about a 10-yard loss. Instead, it was a 15-yard penalty out to the 43-yard line of Enterprise. They ran a wheel route. The back came out of the backfield down the right sidelines, the home sidelines across the field from us. He was wide open. No one within 20 yards of him. Quarterback made an accurate throw. He hauled it in, went untouched, 57 yards for the touchdown. That happened with 1:40 to go on the clock in the first half. The point after touchdown was good. 35-0 was the score at that point. But then Eufaula took over at their own 24-yard line, following a nice return by Aurelius Slaughter. I'm sorry, the return actually was by Zakai Steele. And 6 plays, the Tigers, the big play was a 41-yard completion on first down to Tron Mitchell. But they 6-play, 71-yard drive, took the ball all the way down to the 5-yard line of Enterprise. They actually got down to the 10-yard line with still over a minute to go in the first half. And unfortunately, the Tigers got a penalty on 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. They got a penalty, too many men on the field, put them back at the 10-yard line, and they just weren't able to put it in the end zone. They ultimately threw the interception with 4 seconds to go in the first half in the end zone, the interception. And with no timeouts, they had to throw the ball. And 35-0 is where we are at halftime. 2 turnovers for the Tigers in the first half, 2 touchdowns through the air, 2 on the ground for the junior quarterback Axton for Enterprise, and that's where we stand. Doug, at this point, moral victories would be important for the Tigers in the second half. You just got to get something positive offensively. You'd like to see the ball go into the end zone, and you'd like to see the defense get a stop or two here in the second half.
Yeah, the only thing that stopped Enterprise in the first half was
the penalties.
On that last possession, I think that was the only one they didn't score on, correct?
That's right. The clock.
Yeah, so,
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. I didn't even count that. They had 5 possessions. They had the one play possession that 2 yards on a quarterback sneak to run those 4 seconds off the clock. But we're at halftime, 35-0. And, Doug, we've been doing this a long time, since the 1990s. And, have we been behind 35-0 at halftime? I'm just not sure. I know it was 30. It was 30-0 to Jameis Winston and Hueytown back in the playoffs in 2011. But that's the worst first half I can think of. I don't know.
You don't have to have dementia to remember this one because it was just a minute ago.
That's right.
It was not pretty. We'll see what kind of adjustments was made and see if the Tigers can bounce back and put the ball in the end zone and slow down these Wildcats a little bit in the second half. While we have a minute, we got just a couple of minutes before we get ready to kick off. Be sure to get your name in under comments because if we do receive a second half kickoff, and we're able to take it all the way back, it's $100 to somebody from Mid-South Bank. Appreciate them being a sponsor on that. From the Brown Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth, we'll be back after we take this commercial timeout.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
The end of the game, they sure pointed to Eufaula and they signaled defer, but Eufaula's kicking off to start the second half. So here we go. So it'll be Davis Wingate with the ball. He'll pooch kick it. It's going to come down at the 18-yard line. Takes a high. He fills it at the 14-yard line. Jay Moss is down there, and he does a good job weaving through, and he finally goes down at the 19-yard line on the tackle for Eufaula. It's going to be number 14. 14 on the stop. That's Shamarian Smith. So Enterprise backed up at the 14. But good job by the coverage team and the kick that time. That pooch kick was very effective.
It was. It bounced around a long time, allowed us to get down the field. So they're going to mark it out right on the 20-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for Enterprise. So for the Tigers, a good start would be let's get a 3 and out. Get the ball to the offense, which I understand we may not have our starting quarterback for the second half, banged up a little bit. We'll see in a few moments.
So it will be the same quarterback, Axton, for Enterprise. He'll hand it off to his back. He throws a pass out in the flats. And fortunately for Eufaula, it might have been a little hot, but it was dropped. It was the back of the backfield flaring out into the flats, and it was dropped. But he was wide open. They were blocking out there. He would have had a first down and more if he kept his feet.
Only the second incomplete pass of the night for the young quarterback. He has 140 yards passing on 8 attempts, so he's 6 for 8 at this point.
So it'll be second down and 10. Clock is stopped. 11:43 to go here in the third quarter. He'll hand it off to his running back this time, who hits the hole hard. He'll have 3 to 4 yards. We'll call it 4 yards out to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6. This is just about the longest third down yardage they've had, except for the 3rd and goal from the 11 that they scored their last touchdown on at the end of the first half. 3rd and 6 from their 24-yard line. So an opportunity for the Tiger defense here on 3rd and 6 to get off the field, force the 3 and out. They're going to bootleg pass the pressure, but they threw it. They have a man out there in the flats. He's going to have the first down easy. Just a missed assignment once again, Doug. I don't know who is assigned to that out of the backfield. We got a blitz coming from that end, so the linebacker may have been responsible for that. But kudos to them. They hit the Tigers in the soft spot, and they convert the first down. That's a 12-yard gain on that pass completion.
So just like that, they convert a 3rd down. I think they did go for it on 4th and one time in the first half.
They did. Picked up 17 yards on 4th and 1. Handed off inside. The Tiger defense is there. Several Tigers in on that stop. Jaquavius Moss was one of the Tigers there, along with We've got to ask Coach we got Kevion Lamons, I believe, Lamons. He's a transfer in from Central Phoenix City playing defensive end. He was in on that tackle. But that play failed to gain. There's going to be a handoff once again. Running up the middle, he'll pick up 5 yards to the 40-yard line.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Our main man, John Wayne Robinson, he'll be handling sideline duties normally, sideline reporting duties for us this year, but technical difficulties tonight, unable to get our system working for tonight. But that was a 5-yard gain. They'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for Enterprise. 2 straight running plays for them. No gain on 1st down, 5 yards on that one. 3rd and 5. Quarterback action, looking to throw. He's had a good night throwing. He pulls it down to run, and he's going to be just short, about a yard short of his 1st down. It depends on the spot. They're going to say he is a yard short. That's a good spot that time at the 44-yard line. It's 4th and 1 from Wildcat territory. He gained 4 on that play. Apparently, they're going to let the punter get some on the field time, as he is not punted tonight. So the Tigers, if they do indeed punt this ball away, this will be the first defensive stop of the game for the Tiger defense.
We're not covering the wide receiver on the far side.
Yeah, nobody is out there.
Take a timeout. Our coaches up here wasn't hollering or anything. That would have been an easy 1st down. So let's take a timeout, too. We'll be back with more Eufaula High School football after this quick timeout.
Proudly serving the Eufaula area for over 30 years, Wirtz Consulting is here to help you with all of your IT needs. Call Chris Wirtz at 334-695-2820.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Hey, we're back. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Bill Bacon Field, the newly christened Bill Bacon Field. We have looks like Tony Coleman's back deep to return, I think. We'll have to wait. It may be Steele. Hard to see that 16 is Zakai Steele, I believe. He stands back to receive this good snap.
16.
It's a nice spiral that's going to turn over, and it's going to hit. Takes a big Enterprise bounce. It's going to roll inside the 15. Now it's going to roll laterally and be dead at the 15-yard line. But it was a good punt. It was punted away from Steele. It's probably the right decision not to attempt to field that punt. But it'll be the Tigers taking over 1st and 10 from the 15. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like Anderson's back in at quarterback, Doug. That's a good sign.
He took a beating in that first half.
So 8:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's 35-0 Enterprise from the 15-yard line of Eufaula. Anderson takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be Harris at left tackle. He'll have 2 yards out to the 17-yard line. 2-yard gain for the Tigers. And Harris checks out of the game into the game. We talked about the sophomore transferred in from over in Georgia, Jalen Wright. He is a sophomore. This will be the first time we've seen him tonight that I remember. Don't know if he'll get the handoff or not, but he's in the ball game. He flanks Anderson to his right. 3 receivers in the game, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It will be Wright with the football going around the left end. He has to cut back inside. It makes a lot happen. You can see he's got some quickness in his step. He gets across the 20 to the 22-yard line. He's going to be about 3 yards short of his 1st down. Actually, they're going to give him the 23-yard line. He's 2 yards short of his 1st down. So he picks up 6 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 2 from the 23-yard line. Wright's first carry looked pretty good.
Yeah, he's quick. Maybe some folks miss. Got to get north and south, though.
They will hand it on the delay to him once again. Penetration in the backfield from the backside brings him down for a 3-yard loss. So -3 on that. It's going to be a 3 and out. That'll be the fourth one of the night for the Tigers. Fourth 3 and out. Tigers pick up 5 yards on 3 plays.
Anderson's notably limping, and he handles the punting duties also here. He's already down to 6 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the first half. I wonder if we're under a running clock.
Anderson gets away with a nice punt. It's going to cross midfield, be fielded at the 45-yard line.
A fair catch.
He's going to break to the outside. We lost contain. It's good one-on-one tackle that time by the Tigers out here. We'll check the number. He's a little slow to get up. It's 14, which is going to be will start in Tiger territory, but if Smith doesn't make that tackle, he gets around the corners down the sidelines.
Smith did a good job. It looked like he had was going to make the corner on him, and but just good quickness out of the junior to make that play for the Tigers. 6 minutes and I guess that's 20 or 28. It's hard to tell. Bulbs out on the clock. In the third quarter of play, Enterprise takes over for the second possession of the second half.
So Axton looking to throw. He's going to pull it down the run now. He's got good quickness when he decides to run. He crosses inside the 40, inside the 35. He's going to get down to the 31-yard line. So that's 17 yards. 17 yards on that running play by the quarterback, Axton. And when he made the decision, he just got north and south very quickly. It's a first down at the 31-yard line to Eufaula. They're going to stop it for a heat timeout here. So with the heat timeout on the field, we'll step aside for the timeout and be back after this commercial break.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit oneffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
First and 10 for the Enterprise Wildcats from the 31-yard line of Eufaula. They'll hand it off to the back. Good penetration from the backside that time for Eufaula, 97. Xavier Dennis. First time we've called his name tonight, a junior, in from the backside quickly to make that tackle, stopping them for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard on that play. They're going to spot it right at the line of scrimmage, so we'll call it no gain. Enterprise taking their time, 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. It is a 35-0 score in favor of the Wildcats. They are play clock apparently.
They hadn't worked the whole game.
Yeah.
Been several times. It's they've taken a long time, but at this point, that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Axton rolling out. He has a man wide open in the flat once again. He is going to turn up field inside the 30 to the 24-yard line. That play will pick up 7 yards. It brings up third down and manageable, 3rd down and 3 now for Enterprise. But we've been vulnerable in the flat all game. They have had players wide open out in the flat, and then when they catch the ball, there's open field in front of them.
I don't know if our corners are supposed to they can't leave their guy and come up. Our linebackers are just disappearing. I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know if we're blitzing the linebackers or what, but
we had a 5-man rush that time with a 4-man front, so
they may be hitting from where we're blitzing from. I don't know, but it seems like they've caught us every time they've attempted that. Handoff in the backfield. Tigers are there to bring him down for a loss back to the 26-yard line. That's a loss of 2 on that play. That was a 3rd down play. It'll bring up a 4th down now for Enterprise from the 26-yard line of Eufaula. They're going to leave the offense on the field. Why not? Unless they want to try field goal.
Yeah.
It would be a 43-yard field goal from the right hash mark. Of course, in high school football, the hash marks are set wider than they are in college or the NFL. It'll be a pistol formation for Enterprise. They got two receivers to either side. The wide side of the field is to the left. They'll take the snap. Axton looking to throw. Going to throw the screen. It is complete. And good blocking. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to score a touchdown. As there's a flag behind it. I don't know if they threw it on it's laying on the Tiger sideline, so it might be against us and the sidelines. That was a 26-yard touchdown pass as it is. No indication they're bringing the play back. I think it's going to be a sideline warning on Eufaula. Doug, I mean, just anything that they need to do, we'll make a play here or there, but when they need to make something, they convert. And we're just unable to make the play to get the stop at all.
Enterprise lines up for the extra point. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. And they lead 41-0.
42-3 the last time the Tigers came to Enterprise back 10 years ago. Certainly hope to have a better outcome tonight. Knew that the victory was going to be a tall task, playing up 2 classifications, but did not anticipate this.
Let's see.
So 3 touchdowns through the air, 2 on the ground for the junior quarterback for Enterprise. Quite an inaugural start for him. It was a screen that time. Was it number? I think it was a running back, number 3. Who caught that?
It was 3.
On 4th, that came on 4th down.
All right, in case you was wondering, most points allowed in a game was November the 6th, 1970. The Tigers gave up 75 points in a game. Largest margin of defeat was 65 back in 1922. And the last shutout was actually 10-1 of 2021, so just a few years ago.
What was the score in that game?
The first round of playoffs. Let's see, 10-1 of 21. I'll look it up and tell you who we played.
10-1 would have been regular season, I think.
Let's see. It would have been all these trivia folks trying to just hollering at me at home.
It's an onside kick. It's going to be finally covered by Eufaula at the 38-yard line.
That would have been
the
last time we shut somebody out. Okay, let's go back and see last time we were shut.
8th possession of the night for Eufaula. 3:33 on the clock here in the third quarter.
9-10-21. So same year. I have to go back and see.
38-yard line. Anderson's going to throw just a hitch route on the sidelines to Tron Mitchell. Good timing route that time, and it was complete. It should be for right at 10 yards. We'll see. Nobody spotted the – man, they spotted that ball back 3 or 4 yards. They spotted back to the 46-yard line. They only gave him 8 yards. They spotted that ball back. He was up near midfield. Should have been a first down. And because there was some extra blocking going on, we did get a first down, as it turns out, is the sophomore running back, Jalen Wright, that was able to pick through the line of scrimmage and pick up 4 yards out to the
last time Tigers were shut out was against Opelika in September the 10th, 2021. Let's hope they put some points on the board tonight.
Hand off to Wright. He cut up the middle for 4 yards down to the 45-yard line. That was a first down play. He picks up 4. It brings up 2nd down and 6.
Take 4 yards on first down every time, be all right.
Yeah, that's a winning play.
It is.
Puts you ahead of the sticks.
Enterprise with a 4-man front now.
They threw it to Tron on a little wide receiver screen out here. Tron makes some men miss, and he is going to be very close to his first down. He should have it depending on the spot. That would be 6-yard gain on the pass play.
They're saying third down.
Can't believe they're not measuring here. They're going to move it. They are saying first down now. Trip receivers to the wide side to the left, and the Tigers moved. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty as we moved on the outside. First and 15 from the 44-yard line. 1:20 the clock rolling here. It's going to be a pass to Mitchell. It's a little high that time. And incomplete. 2nd down and 15.
If he was stayed in stride, I think it was supposed to be about a 10-yard curl route, but just a little bit high, hard to catch. Going to 2nd down and 15 now, 1 minute 14 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. Taking a long time to get the play down as we hear the coaches up here next to us calling it.
Tigers, of course, going to be on the road next Friday night at Stanhope Elmore. Anderson going to throw the screen pass. It was there.
Yes, it was.
It was there, intended for Tron Mitchell, and it was a middle screen. Wide receiver kind of drifted back to the middle. It was going to be a middle screen to the wide receiver. And a lot of pressure on Anderson's face, and he just threw it a little high. Mitchell comes down with it. He would have had one man to beat to score a touchdown. Definitely a ball he could have caught, but trying to run the football. Anderson looking, he's going to throw it at the man there. It hits him in stride. Tron Mitchell, he's got one man to beat around the corner. He's inside the 5. He's going to be hit out of bounds about the 1-yard line. That's a gain on that play of 43 yards, and Tigers pretty play that time, Doug.
Yep, that's the longest play of the night is the 41-yard pass right before halftime, got them deep down the field. Now they're set up 1st and goal. They're going to mark it at the 1-yard line on the left hash mark.
Anderson stays in shotgun formation here at the 1-yard line. He has the back.
Uncovered folks out here.
Right. Going to hand it off to Wright. He's going to take it into the middle, and he will not score.
Wright is a little guy to be sitting up in there with. We had 3 receivers out to the right, and they had only 2 people covering them. Lyman's going to have to come out. Hat come off. Harris checking back into the game. Almost need a big back if you're going to run it up in there like that. That could have been an opportunity there. We had 3 receivers to the right. They only had 2 folks covering it. We just didn't catch it. Could have tossed it out there to one of them.
Yeah. Anderson keeps it. He pulls it. He's going to get into the end zone for the Tiger touchdown. I haven't seen the signal. Yes, I see the signal down the near sideline. So with 19 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Tigers scored their first points of the 2023 season, and the score now 42-6 in favor of the Enterprise Wildcats. 3 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock.
They're hollering go for 2. Extra points this year brought to you by Wingate CPA. Be sure to see him for all your tax and accounting needs.
Kick is up. Davis Wingate kicks it through. So the Tigers execute the point after touchdown. 42-7 is the score now in favor of Enterprise.
Cooper Wingate.
Nice drive that time by the Tigers. It was 8 plays. It covered 62 yards. The Tigers took over at their 38-yard line. They did overcome 1 penalty, so they actually had 67 yards of offense on that possession. 3 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. It was a 1-yard Browning-Anderson touchdown run for the first points of the season for Eufaula.
I was fixing to say we're going to play 19 minutes for the fourth quarter, but that's the way their clock is here. It's 19 seconds. They got hundreds of seconds on the clock. So 19 seconds remain in the third quarter before the Tigers are able to put up their first points of the night. Get kicked by Wingate there as the Tigers having trouble getting enough. I mean, they're a little banged up out there right now, and I'm sure they're tired. It's hot. Got a lot of holes to have to fill, and on special teams, you want to make sure you got everybody out there. He did a great job last time. We do have a long kicker. Wingate does a great job of spot kicking it, and they're going to put him out there again. You don't have to tell him where the hole is. He's better with that foot than I am with the pitching wedge.
So 19 seconds, maybe the kickoff and 1 running play left in the third quarter. I believe Eufaula was offside. It looked like the third player in from the sideline on the far side was offsides.
Yeah, but I thought he called a fair catch. It took off again. I saw that earlier. One of the punch to him, but
no time off the clock. But I know, Doug, you've heard the terminology "be brilliant" on the basics, and just offsides on kickoff. We've just seen several little things that the Tigers got a lot to work on. They say the most improvement that you typically make as a football team is from week 1 to week 2. Well, it's going to take it. Going on the road to take on the Mustangs from Stanhope Elmore next week, a 6A opponent. This is 7A here in Enterprise, but just a lot of things. Now the Tigers are going to bring Salas out for the first time this year. We've watched him warm-ups. He was really booting the ball. He was hitting 45-yard field goals and warm-ups. He kicks it deep. It's going to be a short kick. It went to the 20-yard line. Sometimes it's like return around the right side. He's going to take it across the 35, 37. Sometimes, Doug, you really try to hit that drive hard, and sometimes the harder you swing,
you got it.
Yeah.
But still, it
was not a bad kick. He kicked it from the 35 down to the 20-yard line, but we saw him kicking it through the uprights from 45 yards out, though, and that ball only went 45 total. So
Enterprise will come out with 9 seconds left to go in the half. Take over at their 32-yard line is where they'll start. Tigers having to send somebody out right away, number 14 for the Tigers, Smith, the junior. I'm not sure why they sent him off. The officials hollering to the sideline now. We've got to get somebody out there. We've been in a big line, so we're going to go with a 4-man front here with 19 seconds. A lot of discussion between the quarterback and the
they
right
changed
guard.
quarterbacks. They've got a new quarterback in the game. So Enterprise is substituting some here. They hand it off, and the same result. They hit the outside, and he may go for a touchdown. He's all the way into Tiger territory. He keeps on his feet. He's going to go out of bounds on the final play of the third quarter down around the 30-yard line. They're going to say the 31-yard line of Eufaula, but that's a 36-yard run on the final play of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, Eufaula trailing 42-7. We'll be back with the fourth quarter action after this commercial break.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, Contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs. Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
We're back in Enterprise where we're about ready to start the fourth quarter of play, 42-7. The Tigers trail in this one, and they just gave up a 36-yard run on first down to Enterprise.
Keith, now would be a good time to give a shout out to Sarge.
That would be. Sarge, we hope you're doing well wherever you are. And, of course, I look forward to seeing you back on the sidelines here for these Tigers in a couple of weeks when the Tigers come home to take on Headland. Unfortunately, Doug, we don't have, it's the first game for everybody. The Tigers had a rough night. It's our first game of the season. We've had some issues with our sideline microphone and some other things. We haven't been able to pass along any scores in game. We know that the Carroll lost last night to Dothan, but not sure about anyone else so far tonight.
Let's see what I can.
Of course, Eufaula's region remained intact as it would be expected. It's a non-count year, but Charles Henderson, of course, the defending 5A state runner-up from last year. So, Enterprise, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line as they move from the left to right as we view the field here from the visiting side. They're going to run the speed or jet sweep around the right end, and he cuts back, and boy, he is quick as a cat, and he goes 31 yards untouched for an Enterprise touchdown. 48-7 is the score now. Little number 10, I'm going to check and see if I can find he came outside, then he cut back inside. Fred, let's see. No, his name is Erys Nails, 5'4", 123. He is a senior, but 5'4", 123. And came on the wide receiver sweep or the jet sweep and found running room and just cut it back inside for the touchdown. Opelika trails Thompson by a score of 16-7. Now, the score is probably a little behind. It shows still second quarter action, but that's a big game for Opelika. Thompson, I know they've won, I think, 3 state championships in a row.
Looking for another, make it 4 in a row, yeah.
So that's a 2-play touchdown drive for the reserves for Enterprise. That's a 67-yard drive in 2 plays. So that only took 21 seconds, that drive. 2 plays, 67 yards, 21 seconds, and we trail 49-7.
Oh, my phone is as slow as our defense has been tonight. It's
I'm sorry, 60.
Yes.
How could that be? I was wrong.
I guess it
was
down the
it
data
was
when
32. It was 63 yard drive. Either way, a 32-yard run followed by a 31-yard run. And number 10, Nails, if it wasn't already in it, he put the nail in the coffin. But what is the rule on a running clock, Doug? Do you know?
Both coaches got to agree.
So there's not a score in time?
I don't think in football there is. Basketball, there's so many points, so many quarters, something like that. That's not something Eufaula at 5A should ever have to address unless we're on the other side of it. But
How do you react? I know you never were on the bottom side of a score like this. I never was on the bottom side of the score like this on a team. That what I'm saying. It's going to be a challenge next week. We've had some guys a little banged up. We've seen a couple of guys come off the field. There's a squib kick to be fielded at the 39-yard line. Trying to come to the near side is Jave Williams, and he's going to run across the field but pick up a yard from the 39 to the 40.
Big secret that everybody knows we're going to run the ball to in front of our sideline to try to return it. I don't know why we still do that, but one day we're going to run it to the other side. Somebody's going to win $100 because that's everybody just knows where we're going with it. I don't know. It's not they played hard, they've hit hard, but they need to go back and work on fundamentals and coverages and staying in your lanes. And got to get back to some fundamentals.
New quarterback in the game for Eufaula is thrown complete, but it's going to be complete for a 2-yard loss. That pass was from Ty McCoy. He is a freshman quarterback. Loss of 2 on the completion. So second and, they only gave him a loss of 1, it looks like, but second 11. They said the 39-yard line. Wright is in at running back, and he'll get it here as he had to dance in the backfield to make 2 people miss immediately when he got the handoff, and he made it forward for a yard to the 40-yard line. Keeps the clock moving with 10:45 to go here in the game. It's 3rd down and 10 now. It's been nice being cool in this air-conditioned press box night in the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth.
But it's hot on the field for those guys. It's little delay.
Delayed snap. No flag, and he's going to pull it down the run. And Doug, that's one thing we have. They have been so sure tackling. If you look down there, number 44, the linebacker for Enterprise, pretty big young man. And the quarterback for Eufaula, I know he's just a freshman, but he looks like he's got quite a bit of speed, Ty McCoy. And the linebacker was able to make the open field tackle and bring us down. 4th down and 5 now from the 45-yard line. When you looked up, when he initially broke containment.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to – he had some open field, but the linebacker was able to come up and just fill the lane, and he held on to it. The Tigers are taking a timeout here. They were about to run out of time and surely get a flag. So with that timeout, let's take a timeout too. Be back after this break.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back on 4th and 5, the Tigers reconsidered during the timeout. They're going to punt. It's going to be Salas back. High snap, but he was able to get it down and kick it away. It's a shank, though. Nobody's over there. It is going to take a Eufaula roll and roll out of bounds around the 32, 33-yard line. So, still 22 yards on the punt, and Enterprise will take over with 9:17 still to go here. It's 9:23. 9:17 on the clock, 9:23 p.m.
some fresh jerseys in this huddle on the sideline over here, so a lot of Tigers will be getting. You don't want to get out without anybody else getting hurt. See a lot of them starting.
But Enterprise had the ball 8 times tonight, and they've scored 7. We'd like to leave it at 7 because they have substitute. They brought in reserves on offense, but now Eufaula with wholesale reserves. I don't see a jersey that's played tonight on the field for Eufaula.
Well, we do have 11 out there. That's different running back. He runs right up the middle and almost was untouched. He'll go the distance for a touchdown.
Goodness
from
gracious.
The 33-yard line. I mean, he went right off the right guard's right hip, and our safety laid a hand on him, was all the only person that touched him.
Doug, I'm just speechless. I mean, I've seen games like this before, but it was I hate to start calling out names and stuff, but it was at Chevala, and it was places like that. You know what I'm talking about? But it was on the other. It was the other way around.
We hadn't seen the Tigers take one like this in all the years we've been doing it.
56-7. Of course, it was reserves on the field there, but the last 2 times with the reserves, they scored two plays 63 yards, 1 play 67 yards.
Well, they got a long way to go, and I'm sure they'll get better. They'll work hard to get better, but I don't care if it's first game of the season. I don't care if they're 5A and they're a 9A. I don't care. Tigers shouldn't be beat like this. That's got a lot of work to do, and find some pride and come back. The whole season's still ahead of them. I mean, this is not a region game. Next week's not a region game. But they got to learn a lot of stuff before they start some region games, because this year, I don't think Rehoboth has ever beat us. Rehoboth is very good this year. The new coach had them playing. They had a great spring game against Dothan. I don't think they're not improved. They're going to definitely move up 6A next year when the count comes out. Headland nearly took us to the woodshed last year, where we was able to get out of there with a win. So that'll be an interesting game this year. And then you got Charles Henderson that lost in the state championship game with a lot of players back. That's going to be another tall order, as we'll have to go over there and play this year.
Only 4 home games for the Tigers this year. They got two road games to start the season, then 2 at home, and then 3 straight. I think no. They have 2 at home, then they go on the road, but then they come back for Pell City. Kickoff inside the 5-yard line.
Should let it go in the end zone. It'd been at least to the 20.
Well,
we got to the 20.
Well, we're at the 30. He's breaking the outside 35. It is still on the play. The Tigers have a player down behind the play, but a very nice return by Jack. There is a penalty flag at the 48-yard line, right around the place he went out of bounds over there. So we'll see. He went out of bounds at the 42, but the penalty flag.
Coleman down. He gets up limping, but that's not what you want to see out of your one of your players you count on.
At the 42-yard line, that would have been about a 36-yard kickoff return for Zakai Steele.
They're getting ready to mark it against the Tigers, whatever it is. And the flag is
it's up at the 47, so 48.
He's standing at the 42, and that's where he's marking it off from.
I guess you mark it off from. I don't know. I don't know what the rule is on that. So
thought you marked it off from where it happened, but
at this point, I was somewhat optimistic about coming down here and actually
Does Paul come out?
Playing, it's still, he's just running hard. The helmet came off. We have seen a bunch of helmets come off tonight.
Most of it's been on us. I've seen a couple of theirs come off. So some hard hitting, tackling up around the head. That was actually our running back's helmet that came off that time. He's going to have to check out of the game. That was 24, the young guy we've been talking about. I think it's Wright.
Right, yeah. Jalen Wright.
Let it roll is all I'm going to say. Let it roll. Still 8 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Our coaches just realized after the play clock start. I don't think it's worked all night.
Well, Doug, I tell you, next week it's going to be a long day. I've got going to have a scheduled to have a grandchild next Friday, the 3rd, and going to finish the day in Millbrook. So
let's hope everything goes smooth and you're able to make kickoff in time.
oh yeah, we should be able to, as long as that play loses a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Well, and I understand we got a little bit warmer, a little bit cooler weather on the way next week, so maybe it won't be so bad next Friday night.
Cool is relative. 7:23, the clock rolling here in the fourth quarter. 49-7 is the score. The bad snap is going to be picked up by McCoy. McCoy does make some people miss. He turns it upfield, and goodness, after all that, he deserved a first down, but what he ends up getting is about a 3 or 4 yard gain. He turned about an 8 to 10 yard loss into a 3 yard gain, actually.
That was the longest hill run for a 3 yard gain in a long time.
But it's 4th and right at it's a long 4, short about 4 yards. 4th and 4. And it's going to be a punting situation here. But, Doug, I'm telling you,
I'm not sure who's going to punt this time. Nobody's in.
Salas is dropping back.
Okay, he was bringing the ball out. He trying to get the ball to the official. Good snap.
Good snap this time. He will kick it away. This time it's a better kick. It's a low bullet. It's going to bounce up and be fielded along the sidelines, and he has running room galore. He's breaking back up. It's a guy who scored a touchdown. No, it's not. It's 12 this time. They've got these little, we'll use the word diminutive players that haven't played earlier, but they're not very big in stature, but they have a lot of speed and quickness. Yeah. Number 12 that time. 10 scored on a long touchdown run earlier. Then 11 scored 67 yards last time in one play. This time 12 returning the kick, and he
there was just a lot of standing around on that. There were a lot of subs in there on that kick. Antoine Mitchell came flying up the field from the other side, and he caught him to make the tackle. But with a heat timeout, let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more Tiger football after this commercial break.
Hey, Tiger fans. Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Tonight, we're back in Enterprise. 30 yards to go. They're on the plus 30-yard line as Enterprise, leading 56-7. They're going to run the read play. Quarterback, he is the third quarterback of the night in here for Enterprise. He's going to go down for a loss of a yard or 2. They're going to call it a 2-yard loss back to the 32-yard line.
There's some indecision back there, and he didn't have to stand back there but about 9 seconds, and we were able to get to him for a loss.
The thing that's we have definitely lost the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. far as the lining is concerned. But there hasn't seemed to be a huge size discrepancy tonight. Just looking at it,
I watched him.
11 around the end. He is in the open field down the sidelines again. The officials mercifully threw a flag behind the play, and hopefully that's going on Enterprise because unless he stepped out at the 12, and he may have, he went for another touchdown.
I thought one of
32
them was
yards.
over there marking it at the 12, but
There
he's
was
walking back up the sideline talking to their coach right now. So
There was a
there's a flag laying at about the 19.
Holding on Enterprise. Calls back a 32-yard touchdown. Stats were fairly close at halftime. Close. There were 106 yards difference in favor of Enterprise.
It wasn't as bad as you thought.
No, it's not as bad as we thought. But this half has been.
Yeah, it's they're coming out and it's like.
I mean, I hate to say this, and I probably shouldn't, but it's like we kind of raised the white flag a little bit. It looks like
it's.
And I don't know.
The odds are they going to score in 2 plays or they're going to score in 3 plays when they come out now. So.
Right. There's 11 once again around the end. He's got open field again. He's down the sidelines. He's right back down into, well, they're going to call him out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So,
clock,
15.
Quick stop, 5:05 to go.
I'm just telling you. I was concerned when I saw this game on the schedule, when I first saw it on the schedule, and I wondered about the wisdom of playing this game.
When I heard how much they were paying us to come, I said that ain't enough. Not what we're going to get when we go, and it's turned out that way. I was hopefully optimistic, but I got to be honest with you, and I'm probably going to make some folks upset, but looking at our schedule we have this year, I was saying I thought we were looking at 5-5. I hope we could do better than that, but from what I've seen tonight, I'm not so sure. We got to get better. We got to get better on defense, definitely. I think our offense is going to be okay as long as Brownling, everybody's okay, not hurt. But the defense has got to slow some folks down.
That run was all the way from the 22-yard line inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. 20 yards on a straight give, nothing fancy, just giving it up the middle.
Yeah, it's right up the gut.
Just weaving his way through. 3:57 and the clock rolling here. We're about to go above 60 points in this game. We are down to 3:40 and counting here. Handoff up the middle and falling into the end zone. I think they're going to rule him down. That's a good play for the Tigers because that means they'll have to run another play. That means at least 40 more seconds is going to come off the clock, which means that unless the Tigers turn the ball over when they get the ball back, at least it'll be very difficult to go up 70 points.
Let's hope they don't set a record on us. They bring in one of their starters back. I don't know why they took the left guard out, but 72 played. He was a starter. He's back in, and they run off the right side.
And we held him out. We held him out. He did not get in. So 2:33 and counting here. It'll be third down and goal. Third down and goal from the 1. We should be under 2 minutes when the ball snapped here.
Yeah, they're taking plenty of time. I'm the official. I don't even throw a flag for delay. I give them a little extra
No,
time.
just let
to
it keep
play.
going. I mean, 150 and counting here. Now they're going to come to the line of scrimmage.
They got to do something. I'm 2 minutes off.
Going to hand it off again, and he's going to get into the end zone this time for the touchdown. So with 1:35 to go in the game, it's now 62-7. I'm glad I stopped and got gas before this game tonight, Doug, so I don't have to linger around the Enterprise after this is over with. We're in red and white. And that's a real shame. Point after touchdown is up and good, so 63-7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm glad you still keeping stats.
6 plays, 30 yards, 4 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock. That kind of tells you 6 plays, 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Everybody's ready to go home tonight. It was a 1-yard touchdown run. Doug, I know you caught the number of the person who scored that touchdown.
5 or 6 or something.
I think it was 6. That's right. We'll give it to Zay Miley. All right. 1:35 to go.
I think they got a new kicker coming out just now. Everybody else is ready to go. I think they drew straws over to see who got to kick off. But he's going to tee it up. 16 back deep for the Tigers. What you bet the odds are we return it to this side? They're definitely going to kick it to the left.
It's actually going to go, to the left hash mark. And here we come to this side again. But it's going to be effective this time. As up the middle, we're going all the way back. No flags. It's going to be Steele. Zakai Steele. I'm going to tell you, you called it earlier that he would return one.
He could win somebody $100 this year.
Yeah.
At some point.
Now, I did not pay attention. He caught that around the 15-yard line, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll call it an 85-yard touchdown return. But you know what he did that time, Doug? He came this way, but then he cut hard up the middle.
Stay between the hashes.
Yep.
And they were, they start from the hash over to their side, but you could sit here and watch them. I mean, they're angling. They know where it's going. We've talked about it for a year and a game now. We've run everyone to our sideline.
Point after touchdown sponsored by R.W. Wingate and Company, and point after touchdown is up and good. So 63-14. 63-14. The Tigers have now scored 28-14 here in the second half.
You know what I learned on the way down here?
What's that?
I learned our sponsor for that extra point, Mr. Wingate, used to be a pretty good little basketball player in the Methodist Church League.
Is that right?
Said you played with him.
Hey, listen, I'm not that old, but yeah. I don't remember that much from that time period for whatever reasons.
Was that in the old railroad station that they converted,
The
or
depot?
was that somewhere else?
No, we
Jack Powell Gym.
yeah. I was thinking it was the Sanford Avenue gym, but yeah,
Sanford?
yeah, I do remember that.
I didn't know Keith played in that too. Huh?
Oh shoot, we used to have a bunch
I
of.
know you were very competitive in it. I guarantee you. See, with checkers over there, you're gonna be competitive.
There's a kickoff by Wingate. comes down to the 18-yard line. Good job on the pooch kick again. It was really high that time. And Tigers do a good job of covering the kick. That time it was 12. He had a big return last time. This time the Tigers did cover well and bring him down after a return out to the 30, right at 35 is what they're going to say. Remember the Chick-fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show with Coach Jarrell Jernigan next Thursday night, 6 o'clock from Chick-fil-A in Eufaula. We encourage people to come out. The show is aired live. It's recorded live. And
you can ask questions.
You can ask questions there. Come out, eat supper on Thursday night at Chick-fil-A. Going to kneel down with a minute to go in the clock. Good move by Enterprise. 63-14 is going to be the final score here. But yeah, make your way out to the Chick-fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show from Chick-fil-A next Thursday night.
And you can read all about this one and see the stats and all that good stuff. And this year, the Clayton Record's going to be following the Tigers close and have all that action for you. Be sure to subscribe to them. It's a very reasonable rate and one of the oldest newspapers, if not the oldest, in the South and the state. Glad to have them aboard, and we'll do everything we can to help them this year. And glad to see that they're taking a close interest in the Tigers and everything in Barber County. Jeff Lee will have pictures in there also.
Okay. I wonder if their motto is still the same. When I was young, Doug, I remember it was covering the county from the county seat. So I don't know, but Clayton is the county seat of Barber County. And that's your final. 63-14. The Tigers take it on the chin tonight in the Enterprise. The Wildcats, definitely not the Wildcats tonight. And Tigers got to regroup. 7 days away, they travel to Millbrook, take on the Mustangs. And Tigers, I believe, were victorious last year over the Mustangs in Tiger Stadium, if I remember correctly. Doug, do you remember I guess we've got it. I've got it somewhere here. I as well preview that really quick, or we could talk about it on Thursday night on the Coaches Show. But, yeah, I don't have it close enough. I know I brought that with me, but fairly certain it was a Tiger victory last year over
we did.
It was?
Yeah, we actually opened up. Remember, we started off
22-14. We were victorious over Stanhope Elmore at home last year. So Tigers opened up 3-0 last year before losing that heartbreaker in overtime to Pike Road. So, yeah, Tigers got to regroup this year as they go to Stanhope. Stanhope looking for some revenge on the Tigers as we go to Millbrook. But we'll have it for you. 6:45 pregame show next week. 7 o'clock kickoff from Millbrook. For Charles Irvin, John Wayne Robinson, Doug Apple, and I'm Keith Brown. Wishing a good night and a great weekend. Go Tigers.